And welcome everybody to what is the first of several matchups, really exciting matchups we're going to have this evening. And before we get to that, is you see all the green around us. My name is SirDimwi. That is SputnikKobra to my side there. And of course, we got Wonder Tea Man on the cameras there. We will get that that fixed up here very, very quickly. Apologies for that. But yeah, we have a really exciting matchup here. This is can they hear us? Can they hear us, Wonder? Okay, just making sure. All right, Hot Drop versus Technique. And Sputnik, this is we were just talking about this matchup before we went live here. This is basically a top 10 matchup. Technique not yet technically ranked. You see they're 310 kind of, but that's really before they get this third. I believe this is their third game here. Yeah, you can see they're 1-1. So yeah, Sputnik. I mean, this is basically a top 10 game. Both these teams, potential viable candidates for that Challenger Cup that's happening in less than 3 weeks.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm out of the loop. I'm gonna lean on you with this one. We've seen Technique for 2 seasons now. One, at least the previous season, they rose up the ranks.
I think they've been running for since season 2, in fact.
Yeah, I remember when they had Purple Mikey on their team. He was a goaltender. And they've changed up their roster a little bit. I know that they lost a player recently. Spoke with them a few weeks ago. It wasn't an interview. It was just a message. But I really like watching this team. I really like watching them play. Tejada, Tortoise, Avoid, and Latency's a new one. And then a lot of familiar names on Hot Drop. So this is going to be a great matchup, Dimwi.
Yes, it is, and I'm going to put out one of the prediction polls. There you go. It's going to run for 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to make your prediction there. On that prediction poll between a Hot Drop and Technique here. And yeah, Technique going to be playing with Avoid, Latency, Tortoise, and of course their captain, Mr. and Mrs. Tejada. And then on the left there, Hot Drop and Orange will be playing with Tiny Thug, Techno Wubs, Burden Boy, and Draco Mako. I wonder if is this an actual new team? I see Ivan Thrive is on the team. Interesting. This isn't a new team. This is a new name this season. I'm pretty sure because I know all these players. All these players from both these teams. Seen them for seasons now. Been pushing up the ladder in all the seasons they've been playing in. You see they're now pushing to that top 10 on the ladder. Only a handful of spaces away from Challenger Cup contention, which once again less than 3 weeks away. We have if you look to this weekend, this Saturday, it'll be 2 weeks from this Saturday is that first Challenger Cup. We got one more week of games this week, week 4, another week of games next week, week 5, and then a week off, and that following weekend is that Challenger Cup. But Sputnik, sounds like both teams are readied up here in this first round. I'm really excited for this matchup. I'm expecting quite the contest.
Absolutely, and thank you, Cool Whip, for the subscription, and thank you for all those bits, statue, ding, and with that, we're going to go into this first round. So with that, the neutral joust underway. It will be won by Technique, gonna get possession down outside the bubble of Hot Drop. Now making their way into the bubble, looking for an angle, but that shot's not gonna be on point as it will be picked up and lost by Technique.
Yeah, kind of an ambitious start an ambitious shot to start the game. That one from Technique, but still in possession is Technique as they look to get that one into that tube. Kind of almost a fortunate bouncer as there was an orange player in the tube ready to receive it, so the fact that they didn't make it in, hit the lip and came out, gave them that opportunity to clear it out. Now they have a couple players in. Tortoise in the area looking to pick it up. Goal is open, gonna set that one up, was looking to set up a teammate. Once again, it was a really steep angle shot, and instead of taking the shot like last time, they went to set up the one more passes. We're going to have a stack race for this one inside of the Technique zone. Everybody stopping up short there from Hot Drop. And now looking at a 3v2 against this Technique defense, 3v3. Set up there. One more. Looking for the setup. And the shot's going to ding out of the bubble.
And will be picked up. Now Tiny Thug with that back pass, looking for an angle, gonna send that one down to the floor. Now this offense moving into the bubble, and with that behind the goal, but a ding, maybe a headbutt, but Draco gonna be able to find that angle from above and send that one in for 2.
Yeah, it was a little, just a whole bunch of, just a flurry of activity behind the goal there for that one. As you noted, it did go off the head of the goalie and then off of the post and then into the hands of Draco Mako, who's in the right place at the right time. That's how important spreading out your positioning is. Kind of covering its, the most area as you can. Basically the opposite of clumping. You don't want to clump up. If they were clumped up in front of the goal, no one's there to get that grab and send it in. Getting spread out, having a good spread, a very efficient spread, I would say, as a Latency. Now pushing this one up here for Technique in the offensive zone. That reset there to Tejada, not quite on. Tortoise recovers, back to Tejada, again, not quite on. Tejada gonna have to recover it down into the trap. Go ahead and cross that one up there to Tortoise, far side. Tortoise sending it over to, that is Avoid. Going down in front of the goal there to Latency, right in front of the goalie. Very dangerous setup, but it works, and Latency gets the points. They're tied up.
Excellent recovery by Technique, able to recover it down by lower trap after that missed pass where it would bounce back towards the intentional or the original thrower, but a nice recovery as they work their way up to the bubble. They found that nice cut pass below the goal. So now with possession, Hot Drop with it rolling out, possession now to Tiny Thug. Tiny Thug looking at that stack able to charge that first pass, but they're trying to chase it down. They will find it. Tortoise going for that long shot. Is that one on target? And it is. Wow. 32 meters out. That's now a 3-point lead in favor of Technique.
Yeah, that was a nice shot there. I mean, there's not much else you could say about that. That was just a beautiful shot. 32 meters out, and technique now with a 3-point lead here at 5-2. As will be, this is a hot drop with the Shout's advantage now. So coming out of the tube. Oh no! Oh no! Tortoise. That's ridiculous. To somehow get the. Was that a headbutt? I don't think
I
it
think
was.
it was a
Long
slap.
shot,
I think it was a
yeah.
slap because if that was a
I think
headbutt,
you're
that
right.
would have had a lot more speed on that.
Yeah, I
But
think you're right.
you can see a little bit of a dance from Tortoise after he got that slap down into the goal. So now that 3-point lead turns into a 6-point lead, and with it now is Tiny Thug with his team rolling out. Hot Drop trying to make something happen. You can see that forward stack getting split up just a little bit. Tortoise will break free from Avoid, and now maybe this might be a chance for a Hot Drop on offense.
And Draco Mako walking this one up. Over there to Techno Wubs. Techno Wubs gets the 1v1 and brings it in. Ooh, the slam dunk there. That one is going to hurt as Tejeda clearly got a hand on it. Not happy, but that's part of the dunk meta, the slam dunk meta. That's part of the reason it's kind of grown some legs here in recent months. But yeah, that's going to be another 2 points here. Hot drop. Although Technique still up by 4 here.
So now with possession will be Technique setting that one forward on that relay, but that one's going to be intercepted. So Tiny Thug now setting that one down court. This is a chance for that stack from Hot Drop. They just have to get to it, but another stun coming through and a nice shot from behind the goal. Techno Wubs, so now cutting that lead down to only 2 points. Hot Drop finding some momentum.
Yeah, not a bad goal there. Techno Wubs getting it in for the 2. That was easy. As Hot Drop within 2. Not the goal was easy. Sorry, that context. You did not know the context when I said that. Doesn't matter. Tejeda handling this one here for Technique. Someone knows what I meant.
I don't
a
even
little
know.
give and go there. It was the word seek there. It was the word seek there. It was too easy. The word seek was too easy. As latency in the near side tube. Has a lane, but not going to take that shot as Hot Drop was chaining back to the goal. So going to go ahead and send that one back to Tortoise on the back line. Tortoise sending this one in. Ooh, not able to handle that one was Tejeda on the far side, although Avoid gets it. Avoid go for the deep cross pass. Oh, latency off of the backboard. Steep shot gets it far side pocket. That is a beautiful goal there. A beautiful play from Technique, and they're back up by 4.
So we've just passed the halftime mark for this first round. 4-point lead to Technique. And Hot Drop was able to find some momentum in the previous possession. They'll have possession now as they roll out. So let's see what Tiny Thug can do. Tiny Thug quickly sending that one left into the tube. So Draco Mako looking at his opportunities in front. He has 2 opportunities to send that one quickly in front. Avoid now to Techno Wubs, and Techno Wubs is actually going to put that one in. So he would get the stun on Avoid as Avoid approach, but a nice rollout and maybe another Chicago happening right there.
No, actually, I think watching that one back on the stream delay, I believe that was actually just a headbutt in. I think he grabbed it with the hand, and just the way he kind of threw himself off the block, which in itself could be kind of could be attributed to something else, but we won't get into that. As Tortoise under assault there by Techno Wubs, getting that one away. Technique still in. Oh, long shot! Avoid. This Technique team is just nailing these 30-meter shots here.
Avoid looking good. You see that form? That's that good-looking form Dimwi is. He's going to hit that one from 33 meters out. Previous long shot was 32 meters out. So we've seen some great long-distance shots from Technique. And Technique is really relying on these open goal shots from half court. Not a really high percentage, but they're really showing that they can hit them.
Yeah, that was... They've gotten a few of them now. The opportunity here. Techno Wubs bring it in, but stop there by Tejeda in the goal. And that one's Tortoise trying to slap it away, but it's off the shield. Picked up once again, Burden Boy. Oh, above the goal, but Tejeda comes out to challenge that one and gets that one away. Somehow getting it by the backliner. They've got a chain out there. Tortoise sends it in. Oh, the ding. And I mean, based off what we've seen so far in this game, this round, that was quite out of character, though. Second opportunity, latency. Gets it in for the 2. Techniques up by 7.
Is this the game you wanted to see, Dimwi?
This is, I was expecting maybe a closer score, but the fact that we're seeing some absolutely gorgeous shots, gorgeous plays, some great teamwork, I can't complain.
You know, don't count this team out. Don't count out Hot Drop. I almost said it like that as I see you. As I see you sip your water. And another long shot from Avoid. We lose our focus for a second, and they hit another 30-meter shot. Come on. Technique is really taking away, really just running away with this game.
Yeah, it's another 30-meter shot there. 18 meters a second as well. And for the record, that's not water, it's coffee. Gotta have my evening coffee. So that one's sent into that far side tube there, Burden Boy, who's gonna get stopped by that chain. And once again, Technique, oh, they had possession, but Burden Boy gets it back. Here's an opportunity as Technique's defensive chain was overcommitted there, but unable to get their hands on it was Hot Drop. So Technique back with it, at least for a moment, as Draco Mako on the back line sending this one in. Is going to get the, what a setup there. And then one more pass, looking for Tiny Thug in front of the goal. Draco Mako going to be able to recover this one on the near side.
Ooh. You hate to see it. I don't know.
I'm not even again. See, I'm not sure what happened. I see. You know, when a so-called Chicago happens, it tends to be really obvious. You go, oh, that was definitely. This one was it? Was it a headbutt? Was it both? I've seen both happen. That was a little nutty. The Technique is still up by 7 there, Spud.
A great shot. Well, nonetheless, that's going to be 3 points to Hot Drop. So now Technique making some errors, looking to retrieve that disc. This is a chance for Hot Drop. But that stack's not together, a stolen boost. And looking for it will be Latency. Latency trying to find that shot, but that Pebble's going to be right there. That little piece of Geo going to occlude its path towards the goal. And now with possession, will be Tahada at the ceiling.
And Void going to go ahead and back this one up here. Sending it up to Tahada there. A minute to go here. Technique really just need to run the clock at this point. If they get it, actually might be 7 points, a minimum of 3. They just need to get to the 40-second mark. Actually, at this point, effectively out of time is 10 seconds for 3 goals is pretty I would say impossible. As now picked up there on the near side wall, Burden Boy got a touch on it. Avoid gets it back. Avoid going over to Latency, sending it up to Tortoise, who will get it in for the 2. It's only going to have about 21 seconds on the clock once we come out of the suits here.
An unintentional assist by Latency. Tortoise just had his hand there with the auto grab on. He's going to snag that from his teammate, but a 9-point lead right now for Technique. They're going to more than certainly take this first round, but Hot Drop may be able to find some momentum. Might be able to make one last score, 18 seconds on the clock. Burden Boy, actually, I believe Tiny Thug, I don't even know who had that, but going to chuck that one down the court, looking for possession. Finding it will be Tiny Thug with the drive. And a nice shut down by Tahada, but 7 seconds on the clock, another attempt, and Latency's going to pick that up and clear that one out. And we're going to be going into a second round, first round of Technique, SirDimwi.
Yeah, first round of Technique. There's quick, just a note, that was actually Latency coming out the goal there. Tahada usually in the goal, but that time it was Latency. So just to give Latency the little credit there. But I really, there's something I really want to point out here.
What do you want to point out?
I'm not going to turn it into a soapbox, but I really want to, because what Technique is facing here in this game is quite a bit of adversity. That 3 goals Hot Drop scored that Technique could reasonably maybe have issue with. But instead of, raising complaints, instead of complaining about it, instead of whining about it, instead of getting down on themselves, going, oh, they keep scoring, and when they shouldn't, they just keep playing. They keep playing their game, and look at that, they crushed it, 22-11. 22-11. So I just, there are some folks don't handle adversity as well as others. Some teams maybe not handling adversity as well as others. But Technique here showing you how to handle adversity. When you have things don't go your way, when the bounce doesn't go your way, when the coin flip doesn't hit heads, you call tails and it hits heads or whatever. You just got to roll with it sometimes, because it's the sort of thing, the state of the game affects everybody the same. It can be unfortunate that it sometimes doesn't roll your way, but you see what Technique is doing here. He's still crushing it, still absolutely not letting it get in their way, not skipping a beat here. You can see even Tahada looking kind of dejected in some of those goal situations, still playing top of his game. I gotta give some credit here to Technique for facing adversity like adults.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I was gonna ask you what type of coffee you were drinking, but we're gonna get back into that. You had the timeout. You got that soapbox.
Well, we still have another minute here because they hit the timeout button very quickly. It's just regular coffee. It's
no, I want.
It's country roast. What is it? Maxwell House country roast. I'm trying different kinds. I don't even.
Maxwell House.
I'm not.
I drink the Dunkin' Donuts.
I just grab the big red jug, the big red thing, because the way I make my coffee, I tend to go through a lot of the.
Isn't the red the
really
decaf?
Quick. No, this is not 100% not decaf. No, I don't know. But the big red jug. No, they're country roast and regular coffee grounds.
No, I want some coffee.
Now I feel like I'm advertising here for Maxwell.
Hey, you know what? If they're listening, they should.
What?
Give me some coffee. I want some free coffee.
You know, really, if anybody wants to sponsor me, the creamer, any creamer company, any
I
coffee
use half
creamer
and
company.
half. I use half and half. I don't use that sugary stuff.
Oh, I love the
But
sugary stuff. Right now, hazelnut. As we're gonna get started here in the second round.
all right. And with that, that's Technique taking the first round with, I believe, a 9-point lead. And with that, this neutral joust about to begin. These teams out of the gates. It will be won by Hot Drop, but Hot Drop's going to throw it right into the Geo. It's going to bounce out of their hands and into the hands of Techno Wub. He's going to be quickly stunned out as this one's cleared down the court by Technique.
And that was, if that was, you know, what, 2 inches down right, that would have probably been in. But, oh, latency with the pickup, looking for that anchor shot, going to be just off the mark, a little low there. Anyone knows latency on the Quest 2 is now that's going to be Burden Boy picking this up, looking to send it out. Does get it there to, that is Fields, who did come in. The timeout during the intermission, just to point out, Fields coming in, replacing, I didn't catch who was replacing Tortoise, in fact, which is surprising, considering Tortoise was one of the authors of 2 of those long threes. As this one is back in the hands of Technique, though not out of the zone. Tater trying to track it down, will track it down. Actually won't. Latency not able to. Fields with it. Over to Draco Mako. Opportunity for Hot Drop. Bringing it in. They're looking to just press. And they do it there. They're going to get the first goal of round 2. Hot Drop up by 2.
Excellent drive from Hot Drop. So maybe that roster change helped them just a little bit. I don't know if that was a sub, a rostered sub. I don't know. But it seems to be working. They have the 2-point lead. Got a minute, 15 seconds off the clock. Now with possession will be Technique rolling out as Tejada. Tejada under pressure from that forward stack. They're going to play with this forward stack. Maybe a little bit of monkey in the middle in the backcourt. Try and stun it out. There will be an error. This is a chance for Hot Drop to pounce. And that shot's going to come through. And Burden Boy is going to put 3 on the board.
Oh, wow. That was good. I mean, this is Hot Drop taking an early 5-point lead. This is... it's the sort of thing you got to wonder, one, because I mean, a minute ago I was critical of the fact, not critical, but I noted that Tortoise, who they replaced with Fields, was one of their big scorers in that first round, and it looks like either that adjustment or the discussion or whatever is a long shot here. Hot Drop now hitting their own long threes there, 19 meters out from Techno Wubs. Yeah, this is a very different looking team.
I hate to call you out, but I believe Tortoise. They swapped out a player on Hot Drop. Tortoise is on Technique.
You're right. You're absolutely correct.
I don't want to do that
call
to
me
you.
out for that. No, you're right. No, I got confused. You're absolutely correct.
I'll take the blame. But now with possession will be Tortoise. Tortoise under pressure down to the floor to avoid setting that forward on that relay. But a nice slap out by, I believe, Burden Boy. But able to pick it up at mid will be Tortoise. So they can start this offense all over again.
Yeah, this is why I need to keep live notes. I need to go back to live notes because, yeah, it was Tiny Thug. He got swapped out. Tiny Thug in the chat letting me know. Sorry about that, Tiny Thug. No disrespect intended, as now Avoid sending us one up. Will be in the hands of Latency. Latency hits a shot for the 2. Technique finally finding themselves on the board here in round 2, 3 minutes in, but Hot Drop still with the momentum here.
So that's 3 minutes off the clock. Did you say 3 minutes off the clock?
I think so. All right, I've referenced it.
Now I'm just repeating you. So now there's a little bit more than 3 minutes off the clock.
I do it all
now
the time.
with the 6-point lead, that one's gonna be quickly sent to the tubes. Burden Boy's gonna find it. That stack at the back from Technique will recover. Technique now looking to get set up on bubble defense. Nice passes coming through. This is a chance, and Hot Drop's gonna send that one in. It's now an 8-point lead. Hot Drop really turning it around.
Yeah, Hot Drop pushing up by 8 here, and I gotta send my condolences to a Tiny Thug. I have had tooth pain. I know tooth pain, and I feel for you right now, man. I'm so sorry about that. That does suck. That's why good excuse to not be in the game right now, because that is some of the worst pain. I think it's the worst pain I've ever experienced. It feels what an interception there, sending this one across. Sorry, Spot. Go ahead.
Absolutely, that's why I have a full set of dentures. And now in possession will be Tejada as he sends that one through, and it's going to be outside the bubble of Hot Drop. This is a chance for Technique, and that one's going to be good. 3 points, narrow angle, 9 meters out. Back in this game, only up by 5 right now is Hot Drop.
And I'm pointing out again, Technique doesn't look like they're suffering right now. They really don't. They still look like they're operating well. Just Hot Drop found their footing, found their balance, was able to kind of shift that momentum in that intermission. But I will say, Technique still looking like they're playing their game right. Still looking like they're sticking to their script. They're not, they're not making any unnecessary adjustments as they're going to score that turnover there, and quickly sending that one out was Tejada. Although they're in the hands of Burden Boy into the bubble there. Nice little 1-2. Techno Webs of Fields gets it in for the 2. Pushing up by 7 again. Here is Hot Drop. But yeah, Technique still performing in this one.
Absolutely, and Burden Boy. Say that 5 times fast. Now, I'm not challenging you to, because I can't do it either.
Burdened boy. I think here's the trick.
Burden boy.
I don't think I enunciate the second D. I think it's Burden Boy. Burden Boy.
I don't.
If I enunciate the second D, the Burdened Boy, I couldn't do it. But Burden Boy opportunity. Stop there, Tejada.
Tejada with a nice clear. That's almost all the way out. Will be picked up by Fields. So Hot Drop keeping that pressure. Another chance in the bubble. That stack coming back and getting that stun, but now in the hands of Fields. Fields going to lose it. It's a scramble for possession. A nice slap out, but look at that player in mid. Burden Boy. Burden Boy's got it. So Burden Boy now slowing this one down just a bit. Sending that one down below the goal. And another shot coming through, and that one's going to be good. A Hot Drop. 2 more on the board.
And just going to have to point out what Franz just said in the chat there, that apparently a Void and Technique just set the new fastest neutral joust record with 1.3 seconds. He said he hasn't yet confirmed with the stream VOD yet, but once we do that, we'll have a new record there, which is absolutely phenomenal. Someone make sure Technique knows that after this game, so they can keep an eye on it themselves. That's stuff like that. We might need a special pay, although we probably have one on the Ecopedias. Tortoise sending this one in. And latency currently uncontested. No, it's actually going to be, I didn't catch who got there first. Was it Draco Mako, I think, sending it out of the bubble. Far side there, picked up by Burden Boy. Burden looking to get it out. Doesn't get it out. Here's an opportunity for Technique to capitalize on a little mistake there. Still a 9-point game, but Technique showed us how quickly they can score in that first round as a Void is handling that one on the far side. Looking to set up Technique here. Actually sends it in. Looking for the cross pass. No, latency is... See how covered they were. They were fully committed to that play. Technique was, and Hot Drop shut it down.
So looking for possession will be Hot Drop. A nice block coming through from Tejada. Tejada doesn't slap that one down. And this is an open goal opportunity as his defense recovers. And now looking for an angle. And taking it will be a Void. And that one is narrow. That one's a 0 angle. And that one's going to ding and ring true.
Yeah, it was a nice shot there from a Void. And heads-up play as well, as that goal was wide open. There were too many bodies were floating to the shooter and covering the passing lanes. Nobody covering the shot lane there. And so an opportunity is capitalized on there by Technique as Draco Mako handling this one here for Hot Drop. Quick pass to the near side tube. Fields sending it across to Burden Boy in the far side tube. Burden Boy going to reset there, a little triangle. And then the pass in, a couple deflections, puts it right in the hands of Technique. So right now, Technique has to capitalize on that turnover. They absolutely have to with 2.5 minutes to go if they want to end this in 2. Although it's back in the hands of Fields. Fields, though, stunned out in the bubble. This one out. Good chain, though. Long shot. I don't know if that was on, but Fields got a hand on it and brings it in for the 2. And that's going to put them back up by 8.
Well, what an excellent play from Hot Drop. Able to recover. Excellent. You talk about physicality, right? You see it right there. And just a lot of furious action from both these teams.
Yeah, a lot of furious action. As Tortoise, quick pass there to the near side tube, does draw that chain to him, but isn't able to get the chain broken up. Latency going to send this one up, forwarding it across, trying to get it to a Void, though. Techno Loves getting that one off the deflection on the left side boot. Techno Web sending this one out as he gets stunned out by Tejada. This one out uncontested as Fields. Boom, hits him for the 3. Hot Drop's up by 9. And that's 3 goals. Let's see how much time on the clock here. So we got 10, 11, 10, so 1/3, about, we'll say 1:30. We'll average 1:30. So they have, how many seconds? It's 50 seconds. Technique has to score 3 threes at minimum. 50 seconds of game time, effectively. And that's assuming Hot Shot doesn't score again here with 1:20.
Absolutely. So less than 90 seconds on the clock. Almost over double the lead right now to Hot Drop. So we will be seeing this 3rd round, but it's up to Technique to find some momentum. We talk about this momentum, always momentum. But really, right in the hands of Hot Drop, they have this Technique team where they want them. They'll get an interception on that long pass. They'll get the clear down. They'll look to pursue it at the ceiling, finding possession. Maybe a long shot coming through. That one's not going to be on target as that one bounces out of the bubble.
Now to the near side wall, a little slap there. There's 50 seconds on the clock. Once we hit 40, really, we're effectively out of time here. That's 5 seconds for Technique to score 3 goals. Not going to happen. So yeah, it's round 2 in the hands here of Hot Chop. Going to wait on that final score as Tortoise walks this one up. So we will be going to round 3, which is kind of what I was hoping for between these two teams. This is a closer game overall, but the stop and the recovery. Boy, he gets it in. We'll have 8 seconds on the clock once we come out of the tubes. But yeah, a really close game overall. Our overall score is going to be really, really close. So that third round is going to be very decisive.
I think it's going to decide it all.
I
see you going to drink your coffee, and I give you, I throw you these like 2-sentence responses, and you're like going to drink your coffee, and I really throw you off rhythm. But that one's going to be through mid, and maybe another attempt coming through, and that one's going to be good for a hot drop. So 11-point lead. I think we saw Technique with a 9-point lead first round. Hot Drop's going to up it up.
Very similar. Very similar scores. I think round 1 was 22 to 20 to 11 in favor of Technique, and now 21 to 10. Is that right? Is that right? We'll see here in a second.
You're asking me to do the math.
20 to 11 and 21 to 10. Those are very interesting. So it's 32 to 30. 32 to 30 overall here in those first 2 rounds. That's how close I expected the game to be. Although Hot Drop looking ridiculous there. I mean, looking absolutely ridiculous. Look at that. Game high points. Fields, who did that in 1 round, got 11 of the 21 points on the board there. I don't know if that sentence made sense as it came out of my mouth, but that was absolutely phenomenal performance there from Hot Drop in that second round.
And one of the Yvonne Thrivet saying, "How could you go against Hot Drop?"
Could you just call him?
Yvonne.
Yvonne Thrivet? That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. I love it. That's like who is it, like Rock's Titan is Roteaton, right? As we do get another. Is it an inside joke? That's fair.
Joke.
That's just funny. No, I do it all the time, like Mamba, and yeah, no, it's funny. I never heard anyone say his name like that. That's good stuff. There's Saucy in the chat. What's up, Saucy? I met Saucy. Yeah, we both met Saucy at the Redshift LAN.
Yeah, now and maybe there's gonna be a future one, hopefully by end of year, but we'll see what happens with it. And Saucy's a lot of fun, as you like to call him, Saucy.
Yeah, Saucy. Yeah, Saucy.
Well, Saucy.
When I cast him, it's Saucy. When I reference him, it's
Saucy. You got an accent all of a sudden. You can call him Saucy.
Saucy. Well, all right. Here's some trivia for you, Sput. Do you remember Saucy's? Do you remember the name Saucy went by before he went by Saucy?
Coffee.
Nope. That's Pingo.
Pingo. Oh yeah, he was Pingo.
Yeah, he was Pingo.
Which name is worse, Pingo or Saucy?
I think they're both great names, to be honest.
Okay. That is the way. That is a top tier response.
No, I think they're both great names. They're unique. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, you're right. I'll give you that. But I mean, now we see this another time out. We don't. I don't know what's happening with these teams. We don't see a swap out happening.
No, I think this time, let's see, we can pull up, I'll check Spark here. That's one thing, it is now in the API. Anybody who's curious, it is now, I wasn't running. Wonder, check event log in your Spark if you can. See who hit that timeout. I'm gonna wager a guess that it was Technique here. Because I popped into their spawn room here, and they are planning right now. This is a big discussion they're having in their spawn room. So I'm willing to bet it was Technique. Because, yeah, that's one of the cool things when using Spark. Because the pause is now in the API, whoever hits that pause button, Spark will show you in the event log who hit that button. So, yeah. Apparently, it doesn't show it currently, but typically it shows it. Usually it does. But yeah, so presumably, as it looks like Tahada is sitting right by. So yeah, I would presume Technique hit this button. And I got to be honest, this was the time to do it. You know, they kind of fell behind in that second round. They need to make some adjustments again. Rather, they need to make some adjustments for the first time, because I would presume after that first round, being so dominant in the first round, I would presume they didn't make any adjustments going into the second round, aside from, don't let any Chicagos in. But aside from that, I would expect not many adjustments. So here, having to make those adjustments, having to have that discussion of, okay, where did we fall apart? who was hitting, who was popping off Fields. I'll put money that they start sicking someone on a Fields quick right off the joust. They'll have someone one-on-one bodying Fields there. So I'm kind of expecting that, as Fields had a really good second round and may have kind of looked like the turning point there. So yeah, I would expect Technique to have taken this timeout, although I can't be certain of that. But yeah, this is a very whether or not they took the timeout, they're certainly benefiting from it, I would say.
I'm inclined to agree.
And Cyanide saying, "Don't eat my calzone." I assume that's another reference that I don't get.
All right, that's like 2 land references right there. Wait, hold, let me see. Bring me Reggie Woods. That's the first one. Shout out to Reggie Woods. And don't eat my calzone. So the first thing that Cyanide hears, we had to go pick up gear from my house, and I live with my brother. And we open the door, and my brother just screams down the stairwell, "Don't eat my calzone!" And that was the first thing that we heard. So that's the start of this third round.
And with that, here we go. We are going to get in here, and let's see. I wonder if I can see who unpaused. No, not able to see who unpaused. But yeah, send in there. Fields gets it in for the 2. 11 seconds in. Hot Drop. I've got the points on, and I'm curious because I just heard the noise again. Sputnik, listen, and Wonder, you listen as well. There's a little like, it almost sounds like someone's hitting like a button on the tablet right after they score. But it's from my head, but it's really weird. I don't know what it is. But anyways,
it might be my microphone.
It's not.
Well, with Tahada now to Tortoise the latency. And looking to get this offense started. So Hot Drop's gonna put the first 2 points on the board. Latency with a nice interception. Almost pulled a Mike Tyson with a knife. But now with it, it's gonna be Tahada. Tahada sending that one to Tortoise, and Tortoise looking to get something on the board. They're gonna try and play around with that stack, able to get that double stun. And now this is a chance for Technique as they drive towards the bubble open goal for just a second, but not able to find the save.
Oh, thank you for that, Wonder. Yeah, what a saw the goalie come out. I wanted to catch who that was. I didn't catch who it was, but goalie came out to cut off that pass. Respect to the goalie for doing that, because that was so close, almost getting there. But of course, the noise, Wonder just informed me the noise I'm hearing is Spark bringing the map out after a joust to make, or right after, it's hiding the map or unhiding the map. Basically, the map button's getting hit. Oh, what a stop. Latency right at the edge of the bubble is able to turn this one around, but right back in the hands of Hot Drop there on the back line.
So Draco Mako not able to find that pass as to ricochet off those 2 pieces of Geo. Avoid picking up, avoid sending that one almost through mid to be picked up by that stack. That stack sending that one forward. Looking for it at the ceiling will be Hot Dropping with this now. Techno Wubs to Sunny. Techno Wubs gonna ding it. He's gonna spend all that energy, but not able to get that one in the goal as we slap down, and that one's being in the hands of Technique for the clear.
No, this one near side trap. And Black Song Goku asking for a custom poll. Unfortunately, because we already have a prediction poll up, we weren't able to do that. Lock shot there. Oh my goodness.
Another one from
my
Avoid.
whole screen like glitched out when that went in. I thought that was wide. I really did. I thought it was well wide, but it goes right in. Beautiful.
Avoid's got a nice arm, sitting that one at 18 meters a second. He's at a 28 meter. He's at 32 meter, a 30 meter. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna hit something even further out from the bubble. So now with it will be Hot Drop. They're now down by 3 points. That forward stack's gonna break up, get a stun on Draco. Not able to recover as they're gonna break apart, and now with it at the floor will be Tortoise. Tortoise is gonna send that one forward to Avoid. And looking for this clear as that stack looks like that one might be in. That one's gonna ding, so another good attempt. But picking up will be Tahada. Tahada setting that one for an interception. Techno Wubs, and that clear is not gonna be all the way out. There's a scramble for possession at ceiling.
Now this one into the zone here, though. Good stun there by Techno Wubs, trying to track this one down. Oh my goodness! And you saw, I saw it looked like somebody got a boost there off of Techno Wubs. I thought for sure they were going to get to that disc. Unfortunately, overshooting a little bit, ending up in their own tube. Kind of the box of shame. As
the box of shame.
The box of shame.
The shame box.
With a 1-point lead here, and now a joust advantage. As excuse me. Tortoise handling this one, and they're looking to change. Look at this. Look at what they're set up in an odd, not odd, but an interesting formation here from Technique. Is they basically want to race that chain one-on-one. And I gotta wonder, in a situation like that, you gotta wonder if really, I mean, because those chain races ultimately come down to ping. As Fields does not have the lane. Tortoise is in the backfield, is in the bubble there, stopping that long three from having an opportunity.
And the shout out to Tiny Thug and his 2 infected teeth. And now at the floor we Draco Mako. Draco's gonna send that one back to TechnoUbs, and this is gonna be a slow charge towards the goal. Now down below, and Fields gonna find that angle, gonna take the Hot off guard. So an excellent play from Hot Drop. Now 1 point in the lead. And I don't know what Dimwi's looking at. Dimwi, what you looking at?
I'm nothing. I'm watching the game. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
There's Tahada handling this one here. I was fussing with something on the manager, the stream manager there. Nice slap there, Latency getting it down. They have a chain there to pick it up, bring it in, boom. And we are now trading ones here. This third round is the game I was anticipating.
This is it. You know, a little bit of a blowout. Yeah, that's an appropriate term, between the first and the second round between both these teams. But now these teams are playing at an even keel. And a nice stun coming through. That's going to...
What?
That's...
Oh, Tortoise dropped.
Maybe the whole server dropped.
You know what? I think you're right. I think this might be a server crash.
No, Tahada's still moving around.
I see everyone's still moving. They're all chasing a disc that we don't see.
And rest in peace to Tortoise. And the game is... Okay, Draco Mako's got it.
Yeah, we're good now. We're back.
Looking for possession, sitting that one up to Ness. This is not an open goal, but not able to get the side. I don't even see what happened right there, but we're back. Now it's gonna be sent down to Fields, and Fields gonna put that one in. So now 1 point lead.
Sorry.
I don't know.
No.
I don't even know.
We did get a timeout here. So here's what I'm kind of hoping someone in the game was recording there, because what I think just happened was when Tortoise dropped out. When he touched the disc, there was some sort of lag event. Obviously, very clearly, there was a lag event.
Let that be written in the history book.
Put that out on the record. There was a lag event. But I think what happened was, I think what we were seeing was not the same thing the players were seeing. I think we saw the disc stuck there at mid, and then they saw the disc continuing on its proper path, and then the moment that Tortoise actually disappeared from the game, the disc to them glitched back to mid. I'm talking to the camera like the audience can see me, but the disc glitched back to mid, and then they had to chase it down again. Because what you saw all the players were boosting around as if they were still playing the game, whereas we saw the disc just kind of bouncing around in that one spot at mid over and over again. Kind of mimicking the noise. It was a donk, hitting the top of the stack there. I think that's what happened. I think we were seeing two very different things. The players were seeing one thing, and the stream was seeing something else. So I'm really, really curious if any of them were recording. I'm willing to bet somebody in this game is recording, considering how high up the ladder it is. And I'm really hoping they can put that out there. Someone clip that. Make sure someone go back and talking to the camera again as if they can see me. Someone go back and clip.
I can see you. I know you can see
me. But
I mean, we've been looking at
talking to the stream. It was Newton Dad suggested. I'm gonna press the suggestion again. When we have a timeout, I want to be able to bring the cameras up. I really do. There's something we can do. Although we are gonna get started back in round 3 here. 4 minutes to go. 1 minute, 1 point lead here to Hot Drop. Wonder T-Man agrees with me. And we are going to get started back here. So we're looking at the tubes counting down there. Yeah, 5 seconds here to get back into it.
Let's go. And 1 point lead to Hot Drop. Still anyone's game. Less than 4 minutes on the clock. And that one will be sent up to Latency. Latency can send that one forward. We've got Tortoise back. Tortoise is live. And now it's going to be a shot. That one's going to be wide. And that one's a bounce out towards bow ties to be picked up by Latency. Latency off the ceiling. Nice bounce pass. Tortoise trying to find the angle. Maybe going to reapproach. Maybe going to go for an anchor shot. He's got 2 players on him. He's going to opt to send that one back.
A wise reset. A very wise reset. He was basically cornered there. Sending that one across to nobody. He was looking for... Oh, come on.
Talk about these 0 angles. Talk about, no error for margin and avoid, find that one off the crossbar into the goal. Now 1 point lead to Technique, approaching 3 minutes on the clock.
That was a beautiful shot there. That was just Did not expect that one to go in at all. Steep angle there, coming from the kind of recovering from the left side shoulder. But now hot drop back in possession. DracoMaker walks to mid, sends it in. A good pass across the Burden Boy from the initial target. TechnoWubs going back to Draco, sending it in. Bottom corner pocket on the goalie, who I believe was stunned out, but even if not, was still distracted. And we're still trading 1 point here. 1 point. This is a 1 point game for the last how many 6 minutes or so?
Yeah, I believe it's been 1 point since the game started. Well, maybe, I don't know. My memory is awful. But right now with possession will be a Void sending that one for that dribble. And Tortoise is going to send that one forward. Nice interception coming through from Hot Drop. Hot Drop now 1 point in the lead. Feels with possession. They may be able to extend it. Might be able to get a nice buffer room. And with that charge, it's going to be TechnoWubs to the pass. And Feels feeling that one out. Sending that one into the goal. And now a 3 point lead to Hot Drop.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So now it's Technique with for the first time. Yeah, as you point out there, it's a 2-goal lead. Hot Drop for the first time in almost the whole game. It's no longer a 1 point game, although still a 1-goal game technically, being 3 points. Although that pass not going to take. A Void trying to track it down, but Fields has the boost. Fields picks it up. Although back in goal very quickly was Tejada, and Void gets that turnover there. They have the pass over there. Tortoise has a lane. No, had a lane. But isn't going to take a shot as very quickly. Hot Drop knew they. Oh, TechnoWubs somehow picking that one up. TechnoWubs does have a lane. Does all this shot off the post. And then a second opportunity here. That one's going to go wide as Void was just getting back to goal. TechnoWubs recovering it though on the edge of the bubble, sending it back went across there to. It was actually DracoMaker to Fields. So TechnoWubs to DracoMaker to Fields. Fields gets it in. That's a 5 point lead to Hot Drop here in the third round.
Nice play from Hot Drop, able to recover it. Now I just want to punch my hand and make points. Just want to make statements. But nice play. Less than a minute on the clock. 5 point lead. I don't know if Technique can do this. I don't know if they can come back.
It's 2 goals. It's technically possible. I mean, they have 27 seconds, but they have to score the first one very, very quickly. One of them has to be a 3. Tortoise sending this one up. That chain is too quick, though. DracoMaker sending it back in there to Fields. Fields going across, trying to get that one to TechnoWubs. But it's off target. Now that one's just going to be scooped up back towards mid, but unfortunately turns it right back over. Burden Boy, 30 seconds on the clock. Now we are effectively out of time. TechnoWubs sending in the ice right there. Gets it in for the 2. That's going to put Hot Drop up by 7. We're only going to have about 5 or 6 seconds on the clock once we come out the tubes here. 7, in fact. But yeah, too little, too late. As Hot Drop will be taking this one in 3.
Excellent game from both teams, and I just want to say good game. I hurt my hand. I hurt my hand. I punched my hand too. Oh, Burden Boy, less than a second on the clock. And they're going to end that one strong. That's a 10 point lead. We went from 9 points to 11 points, back to 10 point lead. Hot Drop really coming away with this game in a fantastic fashion. Great game to both teams. Great game to Tiny Thug. He had to step out due to medical issues, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, fantastic game there from both these teams. You got game high points there to Fields, 21, absolutely ridiculous. But a Void with 18. I mean, this is a very high scoring game. Very high scoring game, indeed. Also, look at the number of saves there, particularly on Technique. Tejada with 5 saves in that game. That is quite a few. And yeah, this was a fantastic matchup. But we have more to get to, and in not too long, in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes.
Wow.
I don't know what noise I just heard. Was that? That was you? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the internet. Anyways, Austin Burners versus Kangaroos. This is going to be a ridiculous game. I'm telling you that right now. That, of course, at the same time, over on Channel 2, you have Denver Raptors versus New York Kings. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to want to watch. You're going to want to watch the Austin Burners versus Kang game. Of course, I would say that it's the one we're doing here on Channel 1. It's the one we're calling the top bill. But that's going to be phenomenal. And then immediately following that, we will be watching on this channel Denver Raptors versus Kang. And then to cap us off, Bangarang versus Wombo combo. That is going to be, these are all going to be ridiculous matchups, so don't go anywhere. Because, yeah, that
Oh, he's gone. I didn't know if that was me. You're back. He's back. Welcome back.
All right.
I didn't know that was me. Oh, wait, now he's gone. Or is it... I'm losing track. All right, with that, we're gonna end the broadcast. We'll just end this broadcast. We'll go to the next game.
You know what? You can get up, but only snacks, beverages, bathroom. That's it. Come right back. Hit the button. Hit the button, Wonder. Hit the button. Hit the button.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Back everybody to a ridiculous this is going to be
What's it
I
gonna
need
be?
a good word here. I need a good
What's
word.
it gonna
man.
be?
I need a good word. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be fantastical. It's gonna be awesome, amazing, close, contested, well fought, battled out, drawn out to the line, to the end, to the tee, to the last second. Stupendous, riveting. Everything, all the good words. This is going to be a fantastic matchup. Also, quick shout out to Nightfire with 2 E's for the tier 1 subscription there. 17 months.
Two of
man
them.
is a madman. Two of them.
Two of them.
Two of them.
Also,
Two of what?
fantastical is not a word.
Fantastical is a word.
No.
It's fantastical. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure fantastical. Let's
Being
go to
fantastic. Being of fantasy.
fantastical.
Fantastical.
It's a word. I'm wrong.
Even Rox Titan is agreeing with me.
I'm wrong.
Rox Titan would look for a reason to disagree with me.
All right. Well, I'll take it. I don't like it, but I'll take it.
I love it. I want some more of it. I try so hard. I can't rise above it. Yeah, this is going to be a ridiculous matchup there. Of course, Jin X with Season VIP. That's phenomenal. But this. So all right. We got number 3 and number 5. The reason is because there's 2 games going on in this time slot. Over on Channel 2, you're going to have New York Kings versus the Denver Raptors. And both of these games are going to be phenomenal. But on paper, and what I'm anticipating is this is going to be the closer game. Of the 2 games, I think this one's more likely to go to 3 rounds. It's not a shade to anybody over on in that other game. I'm major fans of both of those teams, and nobody could disagree with me on that. Nobody could prove that wrong. I've been major fans of both those teams for a long time. Both of those groups of players for a long time. And yeah, this is. But I do expect. I'm kind of expecting this matchup here to be the closer one. But because these are some exceptionally talented players here. And again, I mean, this is number 3 versus number 5, whereas the other one's number 2 versus number 6, I think. So you know, on paper, closer matchup.
Yeah, I heard these teams are pretty good. I heard that. At one time I heard that. We got Sealable Bag in chat saying, Dimwi, a fantastic caster. So Sealable Bag coming through, showing support for Kangarillas. I think he actually gave Kangarillas their name. I think he is the founder of Kangarillas. Maybe you can confirm in chat. I don't. I think. Maybe.
I'm not doubting you. I have no idea.
Yes, sir. So.
Yes, sir.
He's saying that he is. So let's see who's gonna win this game. Eventually.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, waiting on the teams to start here, just make sure we got the pings out, and I do believe we did. Yes, we did. So yeah, whenever they are ready to go, because immediately we're going to be following Kangarillas into the next game as they take on the Denver Raptors. So the Denver Raptors taking on New York Kings over on Channel 2 right now. Kangarillas taking on Austin Burners, and then immediately following this game, we'll be watching Kangarillas taking on the Denver Raptors. And then following that, presumably they can wait on us, although we may end up going in late. Immediately following that, Bangarang versus Wombo Combo, basically number 3 and number 4 on the ladder. So this is really the next 3 games. Don't plan on going anywhere. I hope you took that bathroom break. There's nowhere to go after that. Once we start here, an hour and a half, you're stuck. You're not going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere.
We have this is what we call a captive audience. Actually, I don't think that's relevant here. But
how
we're gonna
captive?
be captive once we start.
Is that a threat? Are you threatening the audience?
Look, have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen the anime Sword Art Online?
No, but I've heard a lot about it. I heard how it's like.
Don't put your headset on tonight.
Oh. Okay.
We're gonna get started here in round 1. That is not a threat.
And with that, this is gonna be the Austin Burners against the Kangarillas. And with that neutral joust about to begin, this is gonna be a great matchup. I'm SputnikKobra. I'm joined by SirDimwi. These teams are coming out of the gates and will be won by Austin Burners. At the ceiling will be picked up by the Law. The Law is gonna lose it, gonna get it right back. Just throw an errant pass, but it's gonna bounce down and they answer Chrome.
You see Austin Burners coming out. They wanted to move quick there. They really wanted that quick goal, but instead they're going to have to back it out. Look for that conscientious play here. Big setup there. Big read by Zenith. Gets that one grabbed and set out. We're going to have a race for it. Nobody getting away cleanly. That is a single player coming in. There were too many leeches, too many stuns on the backline. Chrome, the lone player in as those two stacks. It was Mozzie and Jiggy versus Mad and Speedy kind of came in after Chrome. So back in possession is Austin Burners. We are still scoreless in this first minute.
Now we'll be sent up to the ceiling, so Mozzie with possession. Mozzie maybe going for this long shot. It's not going to be on target. It's going to be bouncing out of the bubble, so Kangorilla's looking to retrieve it. Not able to find it. It's Speedy. Speedy getting juked out on the wall. Open goal as the Laws send that one in at 12 meters. First 3 points on the board for the Burners. First points of the game. That's to be a minute off the clock.
Minute off the clock. First goal there, Austin Burners. And with a 3, that is a really important goal there for the Austin Burners against this Kangarillas team. As Kangarillas now in possession. Speedy, he makes me so nervous. Every time he holds up their long shot, this one gotta go just by. Good recovery there, leverage, but off of the mark. That one's off of the post and now out. Scoot back towards mid. The Law looking to track it down here. The Law will track it down here. There's a little boost there. Getting through that near side tube. It is going to connect there to Jiggy. Jiggy, though, didn't have much room to work with, so leverage with a good stun there and a good pickup. Going to cross that one up to, that is Mad on the far side. Mad. Oh, that intercepted there by Crumb. Opportunity here for Austin Burners as Jiggy moving in for the 1v1. Brings it in. Takes a shot. Hits it at the last second. Gets it for the 2. Austin Burners are up by 5.
Another score that took about another minute. So now 2 minutes off the clock. 5-point lead. Kangarillas need to find some momentum. Leverage would ding it off the crossbar on that close attempt. So hopefully Speedy will find this pass through the tube. They'll get down court. They'll get some points on the board. And you saw before that Speedy is not going to take any time with this QB attempt. That might have been through and on point to the goal, but it would be slapped out by that backline player of the Burners.
Now this one all the way down to the Kang bubble here. And uncontested is Jiggy getting in there. That's 3 uncontested orange bodies around the goal there. Austin Burners taking a 7-point lead here against Kangarillas, which I'm going to be honest, I wasn't expecting this sort of quick run up here from either team. Although you got to talk about the fact Kangarillas, the king of the reverse, the kings of the reverse sweep as well. This is the sort of team that you can score on quickly, but the moment they figure out your plan, it's going to suddenly get a lot more difficult.
So Mad's gonna get that pass through. That one's be crossed, but a stun coming through from that stack. Able to recover it will be Kang. Sending that one down to the floor. Speedy looking for an angle, but that pass is gonna be on target. A scramble for possession will be picked up by Zenith. And in that chaos, he's gonna find that opportunity 2 meters in front of the goal.
Zenith using Chrome, who he had just stunned out, using Chrome as the anchor to turn himself, he had the grab and turn himself around, get it in for the goal. And so there you go. Kangarillas finally finding themselves on the board here just over 3 minutes in. Austin Burners with the joust advantage. The Law quick pass down there to Chrome. Chrome crossing to Jiggy. And Jiggy going right back to the Laws. There's no chain here to break up, so they're really just going to weave through the defensive coverage. Now sent in there. Mozzie sending it in, but Mad with a big stopping goal. Going to turn this one around for Kang, trying to get it out, but they're in the hands of the Law. Big pickup there by the Law. The Law back up to Chrome. Chrome looking for the impasse. Has one behind, has one across. Instead going to start backing this out a little bit. Got to draw that defense out. Look at that. They back it all the way out to the bow tie there. And most of them out of the bubble is a little swap there. Mozzie to Chrome. Chrome, though, stunned out by Mad, and Speedy with the pickup, trying to send that one out.
And they will lose possession and will be a slap through. Austin Burners able to maintain it. Nice grab by Mozzie inverted. So Mozzie just send that one cross. That one's going to be wide, bouncing around. Nice slap through coming from Zenith. But once again, that backline player able to snag that clear attempt. There's another chance in the bubble. Chrome looking for an angle. Chrome looking for a pass. Send that one up. That challenge and that stop. But Mad is too deep set in the goal. And that will go towards the Burners.
Yeah, Burners going to get a goal there. 7 points up now. Once again, 9-2 as we approach the halfway mark of this first round. And yeah, Mad not too happy about that. I just want to make that joke. As this one will be handled by Speedy V, and once again holding it for a moment. Although that chain stops up exactly where they needed to. Those passes got to be crisp, and they are. A little back and forth there. Mad with it once again on the near side as the chain does get broken up. So now sending it up there to Speedy as they press forward after that chain gets broke up. That pass not on, having to recover it. It will actually be, I believe, Jiggy got the slap, sending it back towards the Kang bubble. Mozzie there to recover. Mozzie has the lane. Mozzie takes a shot off of the post and out of the bubble once again, but picked up here by Jiggy. Slap back to Mozzie. Mozzie's second opportunity, and that one not in as he gets stunned out, but still in possession are the Burners.
Mozzie going for that very steep angle shot, not able to find its way into the goal. So now with possession, is the Burners. You see the Burners just continually hold possession in this bubble, in this backcourt of the Kangarillas. A nice cut coming through, and maybe another latency interaction towards that goal. Jiggy's going to be awarded with that slam dunk, but it looks like Mad possibly got that save. Unfortunately, it's going to go towards the Burners.
Yeah, you can see a 1 meter slam dunk there, usually indicative of something or another. But here, yeah, Kangarillas still 4 minutes though in this first round, only down by 9. This is a team that can certainly score that many on most teams' leverage. He is going to get the 1v1 here against the Law, brings it in. Oh, the Law gets a stop! The send-out's going to be off of the, excuse me, that was, leverage, off the head of Leverage. And the cross pass to the Law gets the stop again. That time, cutting that one off. Great read. Chain Race here is going to get their first little oh, wow! That was dangerous, as it looked like Mad was resetting in the goal. Mad still resetting. I'm not sure what's going on there, but that's going to be a goal from the Law. The Law playing both sides of the arena, gets a save, gets the interception, and then gets the goal. Can we call that a Gordie Howe hat trick?
You know what? I like Gordie Howe's haircut. I wonder what it looks like these days. But now, with possession, is going to be Kangarillas. So Kangarillas looking at this 11-point deficit right now. Not able to find momentum. They might have a chance here as they make this drive towards the goal. And now with it is Mad. Mad's just going to take that one in for the dunk. He's not taking any chances. He's seen Chicago not be on his side for the past few saves. So he's going to take it towards the Burners. And now they're going to cut that deficit down by 2, but it's still a pretty big one.
Yeah, still quite the deficit. 9 points, 3 minutes, still possible. But yeah, this first round so far very much in the hands of the Austin Burners. To send up there, Mozzie with it now. Mozzie on the ceiling, juking around. Going to go ahead and reset that one deep to the back line. The Law way back there, pulling leverage out. You see how aggressive Kangarillas are getting here on their forecheck. As this one gets sent in there to Mozzie. Mozzie having to back it out though, as they get that chain all the way in, that chain all the way out. The Law gets a pass off. Chain gets broken up in the backfield. They have to get back together. Chrome able to duck them there, and the Chain going to look to attack that pass. They get broken up again. The Law sending it in. Nobody in the area. What a fortunate bounce, and then a headbutt save from Mad. That was ridiculous. And that one gets sent out to mid.
So that one's going to be bouncing around. I'm in still an 11-point lead in favor of the Burners. Will be picked up at the ceiling by Mozzie. The Burners are just maintaining this momentum, maintaining possession, keeping it away from Kangarillas, stopping Kangarillas from getting anything going. So now at the floor will be Chrome. Chrome sitting that one cross. Kangarillas looking to retreat back into bubble, looking to get set up on defense. So now just strong passing, keeping this aggressive Kangarillas defense kind of apart, but Kangarillas will get that stop there. They have a chance here. That shot will be stopped, though, by Mozzie, and that clear will find its way into the hands of Mad at mid.
That was a big opportunity for Kang. They really needed those points here, but Mad going to send this one up there to Speedy. Speedy looking to cross that one, but Mozzie gets there too quickly. And then Zenith stopping that back chain from being able to chase this one down. That was a fantastical leech. Yes, I said it. There from Zenith. And then that clear, though, gets set across to the far side trap for Mozzie. We've got it picked up here. Less than a minute and a half to go in this first round. So 9-point game. This will be the ice. If they get it in, they do. Jiggy gets it in for the 2. And now up by 11 points. That's a minimum of 4 goals. You would need a full minute of time resets, of goal resets. And so since there will only be 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds to come out of the tubes. Yeah, Austin Burners just iced this one. Just waiting on the final score now.
So as these last 60 seconds run out, this first round will go to the Burners. Something Kangarillas to find some crack in their defense will be picked up by the Law. Law going for that clear will be sent into the hands of Chrome. And you can see once again this forward possessional advantage, but Kangarillas able to wrestle control back. But Speedy V looking for this clear through. Not enough time to really do anything of impact, but right here they're going to maybe find 2 and another high latency interaction. Chrome is going to get that self goal, but maybe this could be the spark that Kangarillas needs as they go into the second round.
Yeah, that's the thing I like to talk about somewhat frequently is being able to shift the momentum in your favor at the end of a round that you lose handily. Because I mean that can be the difference. That can be the big difference maker. Having that momentum on your side when you start the next round, getting that early lead and being able to maintain that early lead. Is looking for one more goal here is Austin Burners. They want to shut down whatever momentum Kangarillas did get at the end of the round. Austin Burners are able to take it back, and they end this one up by 11, 17-6 in the first.
And B-Love saying what's a high latency interaction? And I just hate saying Chicago. I hate that city. So I'm going to say high latency interaction. How do you feel about that, Dimwee?
I don't think he's questioning your phrasing. I think he's suggesting call it an HLI.
That sounds like
Yes, it
it
does.
sounds like something I don't want to be told I have at the doctor's.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So yeah, there you go. After one, Austin Burner's going to take that first round, 17-6, quite handily. You know, I'm going to pull up VRML 2, see what's going on over there. As the New York Kings and the Denver Raptors are currently fighting it out. They're currently in the second round. Looks like Denver Raptors took the first round. Wow, that's not what I expected. Not even a little bit. So yeah, just point that out. Denver Raptors did take that first round. Looks like they might be going to 3. So if they go to 3 over there, we'll have some extra time between this game and the next. We'll be able to kind of just shove you off over to channel 2. If they go to 3, if we end up with 2. But yeah, Austin Burner's taking that first round. I expect Kang though to come back in the second round here, because this is once again, this is a team that once they figure out your strategy, they will hit you with they won't just hit you with the counters. This is something I learned about Kangarillas over time, is that they're actually a step ahead of most teams. Most teams will try to find, your kind of base level team will just pick whatever play they want. The next level up, they're going to pick plays to try to counter your plays. And the next level up from that, they're going to pick plays that try to encourage you to do something that then benefits them. It's a really advanced level of play that Kangarillas are exceptionally good at. Leverage, the rumored brains behind a lot of that. But of course, I mean, when you're talking about this roster, it could be really all of them. Any one of them is the law going to get stunned out here. The Burners getting this early possession, but Leverage slapping it away.
Now down to the floor, 30 seconds off the clock in the hands of Chrome. Chrome up to the Law. The Law with a nice pump fake, but able to snag that one will be Zenith as he sends it through the tube. Not quite through, though, as will be in the hands of Jiggy. So another chance at offense will be the Burners and into the hands of Chrome. They'll send that one out towards the bubble, and they're really just taking their time. They're trying to find these openings. That pass is not going to be on target. There's a chance for Kangarillas, but able to recover. There's no backline player. That one's a bounce around at mid. But look at all those stuns coming through on the Kangarillas. And now at the ceiling, this is a little sloppy. That's going to be open goal opportunity. So able to pull out the Kangarillas. Have 3 of the players stunned just above lower trench. Open goal opportunity for the Law, but that felt a little sloppy. All around.
It felt sloppy all around, and you can see how that when both teams are playing sloppy, it's going to benefit the offense, and that's exactly why, because sloppy led to an open goal, and that's what led to that long 3. So I mean that right there that shows you sloppy play on both sides will benefit the offense. You can't say always, but will frequently benefit the offense. Is that one back in the hands of the Law? Austin Burner sending this one down deep. Jiggy. Oh, what a bounce. That was awkward, as this one's going to make it back to Trench here. You see Jiggy was not anticipating that bounce. I don't think anybody was, because that looked like that ridge at mid, except that was a corner. As now sent back in, picked up there by Zenith, who is going to get this one cleared out. They do get it away. They do have a chain down. Leverage getting their first open goal, sends it in. What a stop! Oh, no! Oh, I think he grabbed a teammate. That's all I can think happened. Yeah, I think that's what happened. That's all I can think. Or did you? Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't know what happened. What happened?
I don't.
I'm gonna watch this
You're
replay.
asking me? I'm like half blind. I just see blobs moving across the court and a disc flying around.
Oh. No, okay, I can see exactly. So Jiggy got the hand on it. So Jiggy got the stop and was stopped, but as the Law came in, accidentally grabbed the disc instead of the goal or whatever anchor he was looking for, and that didn't stop his momentum, so he kept moving forward. That was a total accident. I could see exactly what happened there. I can guarantee you the Law was not trying to grab the disc out of Jiggy's hands in that moment. He was trying to stop himself and just happened to grab the wrong object. So a fortunate goal there for Kangarillas, back within 1 here. Although this second round, notably low scoring, as we're 3 minutes in. It's still just 1 goal apiece, 1 point game. As Mozzie, goal's open again. You can't do that.
That's 3 minutes off the clock. 3-point lead. So Kangarillas holding on. Maybe they'll be able to overtake this team. I don't know. I don't want to make any predictions, but Kangarillas, they don't want a repeat of the first round. They'll have possession now, less than 7 minutes on the clock. 3-point lead to the Burners. With possession will be Speedy. He'll go to the ceiling. You can see this forward stack, trying to predict this pass. They'll maybe break up for just a second, maybe transition into man coverage. But this is more than enough time for Kangarillas to get something started. Now down to the floor. Zenith with possession. Zenith going for the shot. You'll see that pressure on the goalie, creating that open goal opportunity. So able to capitalize, and maybe an error from the Burners. Burners off the gates would not be able to really move with their stack. It wasn't like the stack was challenged. They'd break up at the ceiling, and some errors there would allow the Kangarillas to find that 3.
Yeah, I think it's a fair assessment. You know, anytime you kind of find yourself in that 3v1 situation or 1v3, if you're the Burners, that's probably an error somewhere. There was probably some error somewhere on your side down the line there. Either the stack getting stopped up or, you know, getting caught up on some geo, whatever it was. But Kangarillas have tied it up once again here in the second round. Actually, they tied it up for the first time. They were behind after that last goal. It was 3-2, but then Austin get 2, Kang get 3, and they're tied up here 5-5 as we're approaching the halfway mark of the second round. But it's going to be Austin Burners back in possession, but they send it right to Kang. Zenith is able to cross this one up. Speedy's going to have to play with it all. Open goal again. What is going on? What is going on here?
Too.
Wow.
So Speedy not.
Go ahead.
Nah, you take the lead.
Nah, because I'm being critical. Why there's so many open goals in this game?
Well, then I'll be nice. Speedy with the 18-meter second shot. Wasn't taking any time on releasing that one. So the Law now with possession instead that one left wall. Nearly halfway through this second round, there's only a 3-point lead. We would see the Burners really take off in that first round and have a big point disparity against the Kang team. So now with possession at the back line will be the Law looking to get this offense started.
Right, Ruff, you know what we call that? An excuse. Austin Burners in possession. Yeah, I said it. The Law on the back line here. Sending that one in. It's still an open goal. Shot there. 0-0 angle. Does find its way out of the bubble. And the Law picking it back up, sending it over to Mozzie. Mozzie bringing it in. Oh, and the shot there. And once again, that's, you know, I don't know. It's some, you know what? It's a track. Matt's having some tracking issues. Yeah, that's got to be what it is. Because a few times you see him reset and goal there. It doesn't really make sense. He kind of jumps around. That's a loss of tracking. That's unfortunate. That's not the place you want that to be happening.
Are you diagnosing it? Is that
well,
is that your professional opinion?
That is my interpretation of what I'm seeing. So not my professional diagnosis, but my interpretation of what I'm seeing there is Chrome thought about taking that shot, but very wisely pulls up on it as that chain was on its way in. I gotta wonder if that was just good communication there.
So now at the ceiling, open goal. Mozzie's not going to take any time on that one. 13 meters out. So now 2-point lead to the Burners. You know what my professional opinion is? I'm not a professional, but that looked really good.
It did look good. You know what else it looked like?
Another
open goal.
Oh, it's so many open goals. A lot of aggressive
I'm gonna agree with Sealable. Sealable said open goal city. Yes, it is. He said it a while ago, but yes, it is. There have been a ridiculous for the teams in this game. It's a ridiculous number of open goals. As Matt gets a 1v1, is going to be able to tie this one up, 10-10 here in the second round. Have Kangarillas had the lead yet in the second round? I don't think they have.
Yes, they did. They did by 3 points on Speedy's 18-meter second.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right.
And Sealable Bag, who has retired, go check out his stream. Twitch.tv/Sealable Bag. So now this is a tie game. 3 minutes on the clock, Dimwi. This is anyone's game.
It really is. As Austin Burners in possession, Mozzie sending that one up there to, excuse me, it was Jiggy to Mozzie. Mozzie to the Law on the back line. The Law going back across. Jiggy there far side. Actually, it was Chrome who started that. I'm not getting the names right. Anyways, Mozzie sending that one across to the Law there. The Law, they're trying to pull Kang out. They really want some open space here to work with. But it's not really, they're not getting Kang to bite too hard. You got Mad playing some really aggressive forecheck, but there's still Speedy in the bubble. Oh, coming out to challenge. Oh, Zenith tried to get that one, but wasn't able to get the grab. Austin Burners are able to capitalize on that. 2.5 minutes to go. Actually, about 2:10 once we come out of the tubes. But yeah, Austin Burners back in the lead.
And that was an excellent dive, but just not there in time. Excellent move on that predictive attempt to stop that one, but just a little too slow. So Speedy now looking at that stack. So you get rid of it. You see that stack pounce, but they're going to hit that block. They're going to reposition, reorient. They're going to send it all the way back. This is another chance for the Burners, and they're going to be through. They're going to find possession, and Mozzie's going to just gingerly send that one in to the upper pocket.
And Sealable Bag letting me know I was being a little bit too critical on the last open goal. Apparently, the goalie came out to for an interception that I missed. It basically came out to challenge. and failed the challenge, which I can respect that. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way, even though you made the right decision. So that's fair. So I'll take that from Sealable as a Speedy sending it in the near side tube. That one does get sent to the far side. Will be up into the hands there of Zenith. Zenith under assault. Oh, a little bit too long. Jiggy is able to get that one disrupted. Sending it across. Does get it to Mozzie. Mozzie getting it. Oh, not able to get it to the intended target. Chrome there on the far side. It will be Speedy with the pickup. Nice tap pass there to Leverage. Leverage trying to get it up to Z. Z not able. Z actually able to play that one. Getting it back to Matt there as they push this backline all the way up. Z now currently the player on the backline. The backliner here. Walking this one up. Trying to get Chrome out of position. Sends that one in. Maybe an opportunity. A little ambitious there. There were way too many bodies in front, and they weren't clumped, so it wasn't gonna, wasn't one of those situations where you expect the players to grab the bodies of their friends instead of the disc. Although this one does maybe turning back over. Yeah, a little slap there, back into the zone here for Kang.
That one's be sent through and bouncing back towards mid, so maybe Kangarillas can get it, but a stun coming through. It will be picked up by Speedy. Speedy's gonna have to get that one forward. Zenith has to look at this goal, but it's not open. You can see this prevent defense being run by the Burners, an interception. The Law sending that back to Jig at the back line, and that's it. That might be it, Dimwi. You're usually the one that's better about math than me.
Basically, yeah. I mean, they have six seconds to score 2 goals. It's not that's basically impossible. As Matt holds onto that one for another second. There you go. Final 20 seconds. Austin Burners will be taking this one in 2, waiting for maybe one more goal here as we're in the final 15 seconds. So it's going to be Jiggy picking it up, sending that one up to the Law. The Law looking to send it out. Does get it sent out. We'll send this one all the way down and down near the edge of the bubble here. But 4 seconds to go. And yeah, round 2 will be taken by Austin Burners. And looks like, yeah, New York Kings took round 2 over on the other game. So that other game is going to be going to round 3. So that's what we're going to be waiting on. We can talk for a minute as they are currently in an intermission there. Looks like they just finished their second round, maybe a timeout situation. But yeah, we've got this one finished in 2. Austin Burners are going to take this one over Kang. So Kang are going to have a few minutes here to rest before that next round. But there you go. After 2. As you can see me looking off to my right there, game high points are Mozzie. Ridiculous there with 13. But yeah, I don't know. Wonder, are you able to hit the button to bring in that other channel? Don't do it yet, but is that button still there? I don't even remember.
Hit the button. Hit the button.
Yeah, you can do that. Cool. All right. So we'll probably do that for the next. Instead of going to the intermission, we'll probably pull that up. I mean, obviously, go ahead and hop over there to channel 2 if you want to. You know, I'll find the link here. Because yeah, the teams over there. There you go. Links in the chat. The Denver Raptors are going to move over here to Channel 1 after that game over there in Channel 2 to face off against Kangarillas. You just watched here against the Austin Burners. But yeah, actually, oh yeah, that's right. We had the little points prediction there. Polls done. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, not much else to say about it. I mean, Austin Burners really took that one handily there over Kang. Even if you consider some of the high latency interactions. Was still very much the Austin Burners game.
That's what my doctor said. Which side? Out of all my jokes, you're not gonna laugh at that one. Did you disconnect? Are you still here?
I'm here.
You smirked just a little bit. Are you on this side or this side?
You're looking at me right now.
All right.
Or at least you were. I don't know if you changed direction as I said it. You're on I would say you're right, but I'm actually not sure if that's going to be your right. I don't know if it's mirrored or what.
All right,
you're on. Let's see if I hold up my. Let's see. Well, you're to my left actually, so you're over here.
What does this look right? Does this look right?
Actually, that looks wrong. And yeah, you're to my left here. But Smooth Riding asking if Sputnik is a caster? Yes.
Yeah, this is actually my first cast. This is my first cast. You're ruining the joke. You're ruining the joke.
I missed the joke. I totally missed the joke.
Oh, and Sealable coming through. You know what? I take back that promoting Sealable's stream. Don't go watch his stream. It's awful.
You know what? Follow me. Follow me on Twitter.
Dimwi.
Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, all SirDimwi. Just SirDimwi. SirDimwi. Or at SirDimwi. If they have an at, it's an at. Yeah,
He's got a P.O. box, send him fan mail.
I don't have a P.O. box, but I need to get one set up.
You should just give him your home address.
Smooth Riding, you and this tickle fight thing. Smooth Riding heard the term tickle fight in reference to the game for the first time yesterday, and he can't get over it.
Tickle fight?
No.
We're not even going to acknowledge that one.
No.
We're not acknowledging that one.
I'm not even going to repeat it.
Yeah, I'm not.
No.
Yeah.
No, and although they were in the news today, but we don't have to talk about that. But go ahead, yeah, let's go ahead and head to this intermission here, as looks like they are starting off in that third round over there on Channel 2. So yeah, thank you for joining us on this one. We're going to be back shortly to bring you Kangarillas versus the Denver Raptors. But for right now, go over there, watch the Denver Raptors, or if you don't want to go over there, Wonder, hit the button.
Hit the button.
Hit the
Look for the pass from Zucks with the tap. No, not quite able to find an optical inside the bubble. Let's get this grab there and send this one into that blue side. So just gonna bounce loose. There's a race for it. It will be Oculus here picking this one up, just dancing around. The backstack from New York Kings gets there, stuns the goalie. This man's really just danced there and then walked it in and lightly tapped it into the goal. That is an Oculusator moment for you there, folks.
Yeah, that's what Oculusator does. He just jukes on the backboard, brings it in. That's what you gotta expect. But now Andy to the upper trap. Now Zucks over to Palace. That's some great passing there. Palace now through. Oh, no one was there, unfortunately. But Cruzen looking to get there first, as he does. Cruzen now looking to clear that one through. Ender confirming that clear, as it would have got intercepted by one of the Denver Raptors players. Now Oculusator here with possession on that near side wall. Oculusator. Opting in for the back pass over to Cruzen. Cruzen looking to move this one up slowly to Oculusator, slowly. Now low to Ender. Ender, looking for the dunk. That could have just been him dinging it, or he tried to go for a dunk, but he still hit the shot, kind of no matter what. But that's going to be 2 minutes off the clock, and that'll be 4 points to the New York Kings.
So I was very wrong in my prediction. I will admit that. It's straight off the bat here, as New York Knicks have come out guns a-blazing, fast as ever. Who was I to doubt them or to say that they would play any different from what they did in round 2? As this pass over to Zucks will just bounce over into that orange side. There's no one there. The stacks from New York Kings are so fast. They've been able to get to the disc initially before the Denver Raptors in this third round so far. This disc just going to bounce towards the floor. Palace with the pickup of the stack there again. Stravitsky now going to try and walk this one. Has the shot, but goes a little high. Actually, no, I apologize. It was a pass to Oculusator. And yes, again, the little dance, the little dipsy-do. You know what he does. He slides it in for another 2.
I mean, you know what he does, and he does it well. It's Oculusator. He's... From a lot of people's perspective and a lot of people who have known this guy for a while, he's definitely one of the best players. But now Andy over to Zucks. Ender looking at the pass over to Oculusator. Oculusator with the Ender. Oh, no way. Looking to walk that one into the belt, but the stun there from Palace. Palace now looking for the clear as it goes through. Backline is going to be there. The stack is also going to be there. Now Oculusator here with possession, now looking to send this one through. It will not be bouncing high to nobody just yet. Ender trying to get there first. It's going to be Palace to stop that one out. Oh, no way. Stravitsky. You can't do that. That's a 9-point lead there to the New York Kings. And that's a strong lead already around the 3 minutes and 30 seconds in.
All right, Chad, I got to know who leaked the Denver Raptors number, because the New York Kings just have it on speed dial in this third round so far. They are just reading every play. This disc is going to be cleared all the way down to the orange side, but right there, cruising with the slab, that was dangerously close to going in. But Andy W with the pickup. Andy going to send it over to Palace. Palace looking for the opportunity, cruising with the read. Yet again, a bit of a mishandle, but Oculusator able to get the disc and send this one out. They are still in their heads here.
Yeah, it's around 6 minutes left remaining. Zucks trying to get their first headbutt there from Cruzen. Now it'll be Zucks here with the repossession. Now looking for the clear, goes mid, bouncing off. It will be Zach W. Zach W now low to the trench, trying to get there for the backstack. Zucks gonna be green here. Zucks going to move this back to Palace. Palace moving it high left to Zach. Zach to the backboard. Andy looking to duck. Cruzen, unfortunately, He's gonna get stunned out. Oculasator, now it's possession. Now the pass over to Strem. Strem with the fling through. Now right outside the bubble. Actually, I'm almost going into the bubble. Now Zuck's here with possession. Zuck's looking for the clear. And the interception is there though from Shrembitsky. And Shrembitsky in the tunnel now for the pass low to Cruisin'.
Yeah, but they're cycling this disc so well already. It's back inside the bubble. City was trying to bring it in. Great stun there from Zucks. Denies the opportunity, but the clear is just not there. Cruising in the midfield has just been everywhere. And we're going to try and dance around, try and bring this one in. Oh, Juke's defender. Oh, gets it past Zucks. 11-0 in this third round.
That was an amazing shot there from Ender. That was a hot release on that. 17 meters a second. That's 11-0. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left remaining. Strong lead there. Already in the double digits for the lead. But Andy now here with possession. Andy looking to walk this one up. Looking low. Or actually to the mid zone. Zach over across to Zucks. Zucks up ceiling to Andy. Andy looking to walk this one in, juking around, breaking some ankles, sending it across over to Zucks. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to get there, but recovery is there from Zucks. Zucks over to Palace. Palace low to Zach. Unfortunately, not gonna be able to see that one. That's 4 minutes left remaining. The tap out there from the New York Kings now on to Shrembitsky. Shrembitsky.
Oh,
no.
Oh, good.
Shrembitsky.
Golly.
24 meters. We'll consider that a half court. Why not? But that's Shrembitsky. That's 14-point lead there to the New York Kings.
Oh my. I mean, they're back in form, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever we thought happened in round one, it is clearly worn off. The morning sickness is gone. It is now nighttime, and the boys are ready to play. This one gets cleared back into that blue side after the pick in the midfield. Denver Raptors just looking to try and recover, but it will be Oculasator able to pick this one up yet again. Now just going to jump up around. Oh, gets the stun on Palace. Now going to look for the opportunity. No, instead Palace with a little bit of revenge. They're able to get the stun off and deny a shot. So this one just back there on the opportunity. Oh no, Palace will just bounce it off that net there, and now the Stacks are looking to try and recollect. Denver Raptors do come away with it after a little bit of a fight there. In the in the trap as the stun comes out onto Zucks. Ender's going to tap this one up and around. Zach instead going to handle this one and perhaps look for some opportunities, just some points. They need something to break this ice of 0 points.
Alice across over to Zach. Zach low to Andy. Andy with the cut. No. Shrembitsky with that interception. The clear is down. It's outside of the bubble, bouncing off that boot block now. It's so loose here. It'll be Zucks now across to the cross tunnel, but it will be Palace. For the receive, oh no, Pocket gets picked there. Shrembitsky, you monster! Shrembitsky, 19 meters a second into the lower trap. 17 meters a second. That's 3 more points to the Mercy. Strem.
Nerf Strem as well. We'll put that one down on the list as well. We already had Oculasator listed. I think we need to nerf Strem. Let's just nerf New York Kings. They're just absolutely ridiculous this third round. Oh my goodness, cruising. Oh, sorry, Ender. What a way to end it with that shot. And that will be a mercy for the New York Kings. 20-0 in this third round.
Oh. All right. Well, we got stats here. It's I'll give you guys the stats real quick. 14. Excuse me. It'll be. My stats are being weird. Hang on. You can keep talking, Gleam, while I get this weird. Yeah, the stats are being weird. Yeah, round 3 to New York Kings. That was insane gameplay. That was a mercy. That was completely different than what that first round was. But stats here, if you look at the stats, Cruisin' with 8 points, Oculasator with 15 points. Thank you, Jay Walker. Strem with 14 points, Ender with 9, Andy with 4 points, Palace with none, Zucks with 3, and Zach with 9. So the same points, pretty much from last game. But that's gonna be it for now. We'll be back really soon with Eternity versus Florida Laser Sharks. I've been Solar P. You guys have seen Glean. Newton Dad has been on the camp.
And welcome back, everybody, to an exciting matchup here in Spotsylvania, Virginia. Of course, that's not where we're at.
That's where I'm at. I'm here.
That's where Sput's at.
I'm here.
I'm in Pittsburgh. Wonders in Wonderland. And we are all at Echo VR, of course. Welcome back, everybody. Of course, you've got the prediction poll already running there. We got Kangaroos versus Denver Raptors. And what's very interesting, both of these teams just took a loss. Denver Raptors, most of you were watching over there on Channel 2, took a loss in 3 to the New York Kings. Notable, though, they did get that first round victory. That is a very notable victory and something you can definitely, kind of hang your hat on when you're up against a team like the New York Kings. But after you get that victory, you take the 2 hard losses there, and Denver Raptors are wanting to prove something here against the Kangaroos, who also just took a loss we just saw against the Austin Burners here on this channel not 15 minutes ago. This is gonna be I'm gonna say Spot. I'm expecting a testy matchup. I think that's the word to use here. Last time I used all the good words. This time we're gonna use the words that mean butting heads, not controversy, but contest, real maybe some bad blood by the end of it. I think. Probably not, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Testy?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I'll take it. But let's see how these teams play. I'm really excited. Really excited to see how this plays out. You talk about the 2 losses shared by both of these teams, and let's see if they bring some sort of animosity, right? That passion to win, and maybe a little bit of anger. Just a little bit of anger.
Maybe a little bit. I know That would be one of my motivators after taking a loss and then going immediately into another game. In fact, we did that once on Nova. We did one night where we did back-to-back games. We lost the first game and then just were not in the right headspace for the next. And we were like, we're never doing that again. Of course, we did it 2 or 3 times more. But there you go. Kangarillas, a quick win off of that neutral joust, sending it into the Denver Raptors bubble. Zux has it, gets stunned out. Palace has it, gets stunned out. This one loses. Zenith has it, stunned out. Speedy has it. Over to Loveridge, who does get that one in for the 2. And Kang is going to take an early lead here in round 1.
Yeah, I know they're robots, right? Is this Rock'em Sock'em, whatever that game was, you know?
Oh man, you just went back to like the 90s.
No, dude, that's like 60s. That's like 60s.
Well, it was around. It was still around when I was a kid.
We had the plastic ones. I know that my father played with the metal ones when they were made with metal.
So back when things were made to last.
Yeah, and back when things got rusty and they cut you and they get a tetanus shot, and now Zux is gonna send that one cross in the hands of Andy. Andy looking to get this offense started. Look at that Kang stack, but nice back pass down to Palace. So maybe they're gonna take their time, try and get that stack, that stun. And Palace will get that double stun. Now a chance in the bubble. Zach gonna come in from the side. He's gonna find that nice shot at 18 meters a second. Now a tied game.
Yeah, that was a big shot there to tie it up. Denver Raptors on the board, and that's a goal they needed. This is they're the kind of team they need to break that ice. They got to break that ice, but once they do, the Denver Raptors are the kind of team that can absolutely run up a scoring inch. You have to be very, very careful because they have an incredibly powerful offense as well as probably one of the most competent defenses you'll find in the league. Comparable to very few, as Matt is going to send them across to Zenith there on the near side as they do get that the chain broken up. Nobody's stunned out, but they are split. As Zenith gets this one up to Leverage. Leverage crossing that one up, somehow getting that one in front of the chain there. Andy not able to get a hand on it. And Mad wisely backing that one out. Going to get it to Speedy. Speedy now cutting in. No, going to back it out a little bit more there to Zenith. As they look to open up some lanes here. Mad, far left side there is finally covered there by Zach. And Zenith's just going to hold on to this one. Drawing the defense very far out, but so is Kang. Kang also out of the bubble a little bit. Leverage going back to Speedy V now on the back line. Speedy V drawing Andy W out. Speedy V going to go in as a stun comes out and a big stop there. Zux gets that one stopped up on the way in.
Excellent save from Zux, but still in the hands of this offense. Unfortunately, Zach will get that stun. That one's going to be through. That stack's going to break apart from the Raptors. Kang coming through, though. Matt now with possession, going to get that stun on Andy W. So that stack will be able to get back together. Now Andy W looking for it. Andy W with it along the wall, sending that one a little down to Zux. Zux will get stunned out. So a lot of stuns coming through. I mean, we started off this round with like 5 to 6 back-to-back stuns in the bubble of Kang. And that one's going to be wide of the goal. Will be picked up by Leverage. Leverage now behind the goal to Zenith. And Zenith to that upper pocket. Now 2 points in the lead to Kang.
Yeah, that one's rough there. There's a 2v1. There's not much. There's not much Zux can do in that situation. So yeah, a hard goal to take there. But yeah, it's going to be Kangarillas taking a 2-point lead here. Only 3 minutes in. And surprising how low the scoring is here. Considering who's in this game, of course, Zenith, Speedy, Leverage, Mad, and big setup here. So Andy W tried to get that, tried to play the man there, wasn't able to get the stun, ends up kind of out of the bubble. And that's a good goal there from Leverage, just sneaking that one by. That was very close. Andy was right there. That was very close.
A little bit of an error on the joust, on that initial joust advantage, initial pass from the Denver Raptors. Kangarillas not taking any chances. They're able to capitalize on that quickly. So Andy to QB. Andy's got, I believe, Palace right in front of them. Palace will go to challenge that one player. That's to be a clear through. It's to be past that backline player. That stack has to come through for the Raptors, but a little too slow as Mad's going to send that one through mid.
Now this one picked up by Speedy. Long shot off of the bow tie there. Making its way to the far side. And I don't remember owning a Furby. It's not to say I didn't, but I don't remember owning one. As this one sent in there, excuse me, it was a reset there to Zach on the back line. Zach now holding this one. You see Kang kind of split up there a little bit. So Zux, long shot. Is that going to be on? No, it's right in the hands of Z. Maybe Zuck's not seeing Z out there, but now back in the possession is Kangarillas as Leverage open goal, sends it in, hits it for the 3. Kangarillas now with a 7-point lead here, almost halfway through round 1.
So Kangarillas maybe having a little bit more animosity, maybe a little bit more testy. Maybe just a little bit. And if you could only see the reaction that SirDimwi is now giving me on camera.
I know, you said that just to get a reaction out of me.
and it was fantastic. These are the things that I live for, and now that's gonna be bouncing around mid, down to the floor, into the hands of King. That might be on target. That's actually gonna be wide, but still in the bubble of the Raptors, and able to pick it up will be Andy, sending that one through and into the hands of Mad. So not any bit of a chance for the Raptors here, but maybe they'll get a chance right there as Andy now with possession looking for that clear.
Yeah, and he gets it cleared out. No clean chain. Actually, there is one clean chain getting away. That's why it's 3v1. Oh, the shot there off the inside of the post, and now back out of the bubble. Zucks with it. From behind the goal there. What a read leverage! That was major. That was major. That's one most goalies are not going to make that stop. You're not going to get that grab. You're not even going to come out of the goal to make that challenge. But now an opportunity once again here for Denver Raptors back in possession. Palace going back to Zach here. Zach looking for an impasse. And Zenit just picks the pocket and is going to get this one cleared out. Maybe a stack race. Yeah, Kang is away free. Who's going to get there first? That is Mad. Mad bringing it in. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! That is nutty. That was nutty. Oh, goodness.
Well, I was going to make a comment about a straight jacket and being nutty, but that was an absolutely fantastic shot. It was insane. So throw me in a padded room and call it a day. Excellent plays from this King Gorillas offense. Now in the hands of the Denver Raptors. Slow to roll out. They've got this King Gorillas stack right in front of them. Now down to the floor. Palace looking for some opportunity. Setting that one left. Zucks doesn't have anything. Actually, he's got something above the goal inverted. And a bunch of dings happened and through. Zach's going to pick that one right back up and make sure that one goes into that upper pocket.
Hold on, I gotta watch this back. That was curious. I saw it on the stream delay, and then it's Zach bringing it in, and that went through the goal. Anyways, so this is gonna be a Kangarillas now with his Yelts advantage. Let's not put a highlight on that there. And Zenith handling this one. We'll get this one sent up, and good chain, good defensive shot. Look at that. Nobody was out there. That was a clear to nobody. I think that was maybe looking for the clearing boost, but that chain was ready. That was not well considered there from Kang, as they're now kind of struggling to maintain possession here, though they will maintain possession. But yeah, I can't really, that last play, though, very, very curious. As curious as that last goal is, Mad's going to dump this one down into the Denver Raptors bubble here. And once again, that's two in a row there, where Kang are kind of just handing that over to that defensive chain, as Zach is going to get this one picked up. No, just overshooting with both Zach and Palace, as that one is loose in the bubble. The Palace able to pick it up. Empty goal, the shot off of the post, still loose in the hands of Speedy, who gets it cleared out.
Very close angle, not able to find that one. We saw some excellent zero-angle shots in that technique game against Hot Drop. Excellent shots from we'd see Avoid, just making crazy angles, but not going to favor the Denver Raptors there, as Palace not able to find that one through. So now in the hands of Palace, sending that one down to the floor, looking for something. Andy off the backboard. Ooh. That's not going to be good. So another chance, another drive for the Denver Raptors, not able to capitalize.
And you can see what Andy was going for there on that shot. He was looking for that top pocket. It's Mad looking for a top pocket of his own at the empty goal, but that chain getting there just in the nick of time. Also, the shot was wide, but now Zenith, over to Speedy, back to Zenith. Zenith bringing it in. Oh, what a play. That was one that just happens to... See, I got a point. Zenith stealing that one from Leverage happens to work out in the way that chain came in, hits Leverage, and Zenith just happened to steal it from Leverage in that moment. That was, I can't even, there's no one that can convince me that was intentional. I don't care.
I'm not going to try if no one can do it. So now in the hands of Andy W's and pull this one forward and into the hands. And that's going to be another stop from King Gorilla's defense. They're going to try and do something with it, but they're just going to change possession as Andy sends that one forward. That's past the backline player, but King Gorillas, they're just faster. And that one's going to be through mid as that stack from the Denver Raptors looks to collect off the back wall, and down will be Andy, but Andy under pressure, losing it. Will go into the hands of Zucks, though. Zucks just going to send that one forward, and look at that King Gorilla's double stack. Well, look at that back stack, actually. They're going to be able to challenge that one, and that's going to be through, but just King Gorilla's really controlling this pace. They're going to come away with this first round, and that one's to be sent back to Mad, but excellent plays from King Gorillas. Denver Raptors just not able to keep up in this first round.
Yeah, this one does get sent out. Ooh, that one all the way into the bubble. Careening bounce to the far side. Leverage looking to track it down, gets stunned out instead. Andy W with the pickup. Andy W looking to clear it out. It's going to be off of the wall here. Is that going to end up going in? I don't think so, but Zach W picks it up. Make sure they get the points there. It sends it in for the 3, but that will be the last goal here of round 1. Kangaroos will be taking it 13-7 with only 10 seconds left on that clock there. Yeah, Kang looking really good in that first round, but notable. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I would call this a relatively low-scoring game, though. These are two teams with exceptional defenses, so maybe not too surprised. I wish we could see the interception numbers. I really wish I could pull that up because I'd be very curious to see how many interceptions in this one, considering steals relatively low. Only 2 steals there to Kang. Yeah, I expect the interceptions here are substantial.
I don't feel like there were many interceptions as much as it was just really reckless clearing. Just eating that disc, trying to get down court. You see some great challenges from Kangaroos during the later half of this first round. Would you have they would be either running a backstack or aggressive man. I mean, that's really all you can do on defense. Zone really is dead unless you're running protect. And they were just able to put such pressure on the subsequent passes. As soon as the possession holder would have it, they get stunned out by that Kang double stack. And Kang would just capitalize on it. So Kang just able to really get a good rhythm in this first round, able to capitalize on most of their possessions. And just Denver Raptors not really in step. They need to find a rhythm. They need to do it this second round if they want to have a chance of forcing a third round.
And Gavin in the chat asking, if you drop a wet bar of soap, is the soap dirty or the floor clean? The soap is dirty. The floor is not clean. Soap doesn't just clean stuff. You also have to wash it off with water. So there you go. Good answer there. As we are going to get started back here in round 2. Kangaroos taking round 1 there, 13-7, and we are going to get this neutral joust. And there you go. Headbutt there from Denver Raptors, sending it into the Kangaroo zone. Zach sending that one across. Nobody in the area. Will have to be tracked down there by Andy. Andy does get it picked up, though. Looking for a pass cross. Does go to Zux. Zux, a dangerous shooter. Picked off by Zenith. And gets it cleared back out through mid.
Was that an interception or just a nice stun? But nonetheless, that's a chef kiss type of play. Perfecto. So now, that sounded awful. So now in the tube, that wants to be bouncing around into the hands of Matt. So 30 seconds off the clock. That's going to be another errant clear through as you see 3 players from the Raptors challenging it as we slap down to the floor. A lot of stuns coming through. We saw a lot of stuns start off the first round, and second round is just as physical. So both of these teams are looking to gain that momentum first, and now it's going to be cleared through and to be picked up by Andy. Andy sending that one forward up to the ceiling. Zach off the backboard, actually to Zux. Zux going to finish that one off behind the backboard. Goalie didn't even have a chance.
There you go. Denver Raptors going to get the first goal here of round 2. That's what they needed. And maybe something that they can build up on. And yeah, I don't know what motion I made that I'm getting some feedback on at the moment, so I have no idea. But this is going to be Speedy V. I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't. That's one of those things, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're on camera, you maybe did something stupid, you just don't know. You're like, what did I do? You know what I mean? That's a very self-conscious thing. As a Zenith, though, is not self-conscious as he walks in on the bubble here, gets the 1v1 and hits it for the 2. Tie it up there.
I'm just giggling over here. I don't know what you did, but I find it funny nonetheless. I have no idea.
Because I'm going to have to watch it back now. Like, I have to now, after we're done here.
They're gaslighting you.
You know what?
They're gaslighting you.
I'm going to have to note which intermission that was, just to make sure.
I mean, you have the timestamp on his comment. But with it will be Zach. Zach now looking for something, but too much time with the disc. Loveridge able to steal it. Loveridge getting stunned out. Another chase for possession at the floor. 4 players, 2 from each team challenging it as he go in the hands of Mad. Mad not able to find that clean clear through, so still at mid. It will be picked up by Palace as he sends it forward.
And now Palace once again getting that self pass over to Zux. Zux over to Andy. Andy with a little bit of space. Now looking for the impasse. Speedy V and Andy. A double stun there. Zux gets it picked up and stun out by Speedy. What a stun. And Speedy's going to get this one cleared out. This one is all the way down into the Denver Raptors bubble here. Picked up by Mad. Mad bringing it in. Matt hits it for the 2. That is 2 unanswered goals there from Kangaroos. They're now up by 2, 4-2.
Are those all your emojis?
Yeah, that's all 3 of them. Yes.
I like them. They're very good. And now a 2-point lead to Kang.
I can't take credit for them though. I did not make them. They were made for me periodic. I can't remember who off the top of my head. I'd have to check my DMs. Someone's gonna be upset though.
So now with possession will be Loveridge. So 2-point lead to Kang. Kang not really gaining the distance so far. We're 7 minutes off the, no, 3 minutes off the clock, excuse me. So Andy at the floor. They're really taking their time. You see this Denver Raptors offense looking to form now at the Ceiling Palace, sending that one back. This might be a good chance, and it is, as Andy's going to send that one through. So that's a good offensive drive from the Denver Raptors. That's exactly what they need right now.
Yep, pull out the X's and O's. Just pull out the X's and O's. Try not to. This is you know, it's one of those things. One of the benefits of either playing for a long period of time and or drilling, doing a lot of team drills, is that you don't have to think about what you're doing. It all becomes habit. Maybe not everything. And I was talking about this in the coaching channel earlier. But just everything, you kind of build up those habits to where you don't have to think about it. You know where to put it. You reflexively know what to do in the moment because you've seen the moment enough times. That you just know where to send it, especially if you're playing with all the same players. As Zenith gets stunned out, there was a little activity there, but it will be picked up by Zach W here, turning it around. Denver Raptors, mad with a big interception back to Speedy on the back line. Speedy sending this one up to Loveridge. Loveridge going for that cross pass over there to Zenith. Zenith gonna go ahead and back that one out as their in pass was not good, and they were mad in the bubble right now, playing a bit of the pest here. Whoa, nice little setup there to Loveridge. It brings it in for the 2, and Kang is in the lead.
Perfect. That's absolutely perfect play. They recognized the defensive posture, the defensive positioning. They sent it out of the bubble. They worked their way around. They found their angles. They found their lanes. And they worked that one through, and an excellent play from Kangarillas. That's some old school Kangarillas right there. I haven't watched much of them this season. I haven't watched many games this season. But that's the Loveridge style of playing I love to see. And Loveridge, so good to see Loveridge back again. Honestly, one of my Echo idols. I love playing with him, and Zach's gonna put that one in. So that's a tie game, but Loveridge has been such a massive influence on this game, and been a huge influence on me and the way I play this game. So it's good to see him back.
And Subtlety in the chat saying Loveridge is the GOAT. And so yeah, it's gonna be it will be Kangarillas here on the Joust advantage. And Flair asking when I'm gonna cast a Pally again. I couldn't even tell you. Maybe on venues, maybe. We'll see. It has become quite the rarity though. Now that you mention it, I hadn't really noticed. I shouldn't even. But yeah, Kangarillas now in possession. Moving up here, Mad sending out a crosshair to Speedy. Speedy sending it through mid. It gets through mid. And I suppose if it becomes that kind of a rare thing, I guess it makes it a little bit more special when it does happen. Is that one now sent up? Mad able to recover this one on the back line. And just, is that on? Is that going to be on? No, it's going to be wide. Is that going to be on? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was about to die. The Speedy V gets it. What a stop!
Nice save. Excellent save. That one's be cleared through. That's now outside the bubble of King. There's a chance for the Raptors, and they're going to secure that one for 3 points. Now 3 points in the lead. 3 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock. That's a lot of threes, Dimwi.
Subtlety, don't start a rumor like that. And that is a lot of threes. Also, I can yeah, this is going to be a fantastic second round here. Yeah.
Shame on you, Subtlety. I haven't even talked to you this season, but I haven't been around. I hope to see you soon, but shame.
That's right. Subtlety hasn't been around either, actually.
Put him in the shame box, Dimwi.
In the box of shame.
The box of shame, and now with it we'll be mad. So 3-point lead to the Raptors. Raptors would fall in the first round. They're looking to force this third round. Speedy with it. A nice, calm, collected Kang, but an error right there. They can't afford that. That one's not going to be cleared through, but it will be picked up. And that one's going to be cleared through and be pursued. So able to find it will be Zach as they look to start this offense.
And Andy there. Oh, nice shot there from Andy. Sends it in for the 2. And that one not able to keep it behind the line, although that was... I'm not going to be overcritical of it, though, because as Andy was swooping in, it was one of those things, he was committing to drive. He was committing to the drive to the goal, and then realized he had the opportunity in that moment. So the thought of keeping it behind the line, that wasn't the thought. The thought was, I'm going to drive it, and as I'm driving it, I'm going to make the decision on when, and it just happened to be right at the beginning of the drive. That decision gets made. And Denver Raptors now with a 5-point lead. We're looking at it possibly around 3 here with only 2 minutes to go. As this one's going to make its way up to the ceiling there. And turning it around is Kang. Going to go ahead and send that one on a reset there to Speedy on the back line. So Speedy looking to press this one up, is walking it up. on the bow tie has some room to work with. Oh, what a stop there. Andy W is going to get this one cleared out. It's off of the, it's going to be all the way down. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What a clear. What a goal. Zux plants it in. Andy should get the assist on that one. I don't know why he doesn't. Maybe he was just too far in, but Denver Raptors are now up by 7.
The game said he doesn't deserve it. Do you doubt the game?
Yes.
The game is not sacrosanct?
No.
All right, I'll take it. So now with possession will be Kang. So we will more than likely be looking at a third round. Zenith down with possession in the tube as this Kang offense gets forward, trying to get open for these pass opportunities. Will be crossed. That one's going to be ahead of its target, and they can't afford that right now, but more than likely this will be lost. That's about a minute on the clock. We'll be going into a third round, Dimwi.
We will be going to a third round as we approach that last minute there. Well, Leverage gets that one in for the 2. They're going to be back within 5. Do some math. They might have they might technically have a little bit of time here. That would have to be very quick. But here's the thing. We've seen Kang do this a couple times. Well, we've seen Kang did it once. We also saw, or was it New York Kings? And Ignite has done it twice this season. Once against King, once against Kang. And so yeah, maybe if they can turn this one around literally immediately, this one gets sent into the zone here. Sending it across, 30 seconds here. Palace with it. They'd have to literally score right now. So yeah, we are out of effective time as that one gets set up there to Andy. Andy behind the goal there to Zach. Zach pulls out the goal. He gets it in for the 2, and that'll be the ice right there. Denver Raptors 7 points ahead, maybe a few seconds on the clock here at the end. We'll see 2.5 seconds. So yeah, that will effectively end the round there.
So we will be going into this third round. Is this the game you wanted? You wanted the 2 previous games. You wanted spectacular stuff, and we got a third round out of the hot drop and technique game. We got 2 rounds out of the previous game. Austin Burners would take it in 2 rounds over Kang.
Yep.
Kang coming into this second matchup in this double header for them. They really want this win. We can see it now, but let's see if they can be able to pull this off. Denver Raptors want it just as much. Both teams came off of a loss. They want this. This is their 2 games. This is a doubleheader for both teams tonight.
It is, and both teams taking a loss in that first game. So both of these teams really hungry for this victory here in this matchup. So I expect this one to be well fought. You know, just like we saw in the technique game. Because pull up the score here. Yeah, you see how like the score is kind of a little bit heavier favoring one team over the other depending on the round. We saw in the technique game, the technique versus hot shop game, the one team won by 10 points, when the next team won by 10 points. In the third round, they were exchanging 1 point lead until the last like 2 or 3 minutes, where hot shop finally kind of got that scoring run on at the end. But yeah, this was so far quite the matchup here as we're going into round 3. And Kangarillas. Notable that Kang is they've historically been known as, you know, the reverse sweep kings, but here it's not a reverse sweep. They won the first round. Denver Raptors looking for the reverse sweep here.
Someone's gonna get sweep. They're gonna sweep the leg. We're gonna see what happens. Maybe some karate. Maybe some. I don't know where I'm going with this, Dimwi. We got a timeout. We got more time to kill. I'm running out of energy.
Well, while we have the moment, Flair in chat asking any more matches after this. Yes. Presumably, and I did see Ryruff said they haven't actually communicated with me directly. So if any of them are watching now, just let us know that you are waiting for this game. I've gotten some confirmations, but no actual communication other than Ryruff saying I'll make a spark link when you're ready. So yeah, we do have one more to get to after this. It's going to be Wombo Combo versus Bangarang. That is number 4 versus might be 4 and 5 or 3 and 4. Either way, they're both within the top 6. They're both vying for Challenger Cup contention. So yeah, this is going to be. I really hope they're waiting on us because that is going to be a serious matchup there. Those 2 teams at the top of the ladder looking to make their mark here. Is yeah, this you know, we have a timeout as you noted in between rounds here. And although the timeout has ended, wait and see. Let's see, we have 20 seconds on that timer there before we get back into this. So we still have a few more seconds. While we have a moment, actually, I'm going to use that to plug the VRML Clips channel in the Echo Arena VRML server. If we need to up our clips game, basically. That's kind of one of those things I was noticing as I was flipping through clips. A lot of the clips I'm flipping through at the top there aren't really anything, or really anything. Some of them are just random clips that there's nothing, no reason in particular for them to be at the top. So if you see anything like in the game, go ahead and clip that and then paste it in the VRML Clips channel. And then I'll give it a tag, like, the teams that were involved, it's a shot, a goal, a play, whatever it is, so that it can be searched later on. And yeah, they'll also get more eyes to it, further democratize. That channel's mad long shot there, going to be off of the shield there right at the start of this third round.
You should clip SirDimwi promoting the Clips chat and just spam the channel with that. But other than that, that will be almost into the hands of the Denver Raptors. Actually, back into the hands of the Denver Raptors. So bouncing off the wall. Now in the hands of Speedy. Speedy's going to go for that clear. That forward Kang player looks to get possession at the ceiling. Denver Raptors are nowhere inside. Open goal opportunity. Speedy going to take that one in. So 3 points now to Kang Gorillas. Looking to carry that momentum that they didn't have in the second round into this third round. Maybe take this in a not reverse sweep, but just a sweep. No, not even a sweep. This is just a three.
Oh, yeah, I don't think there's a turn for it.
A conventional game and a nice interception coming through. Matt has an open goal, and that's 3 more points to Kang Gorillas. A minute off the clock. I haven't even checked the clock yet.
Yeah, just over a minute off. That goal only took 9 seconds after that joust. So, yeah, Kang Gorillas are making a mark here in this third round, and this is going to be something for Denver Raptors to contend with, because that's going to start the head game a little bit. As Andy's quick pass there, far side, Zucks, nice stop there by Zucks. Got to give him credit for that one, as he had to adjust on it. But Mad gets that one intercepted and is able to pick up his own clear out. Does get it set in. That one going to be a flat bounce off the back wall, picked up there by Mad, who gets it. So Mad just that was all Mad.
That was, not to be redundant, but an excellent play. It was Mad. It was insane. And it's nothing we wouldn't expect from him. So an excellent play from Mad. Now 8-point lead. That's 2 minutes off the clock. Talk about momentum. This Andy the QB, but they're gonna have to do some stuff. They have to do it now, and let's see if they can do it. I mean, that's really trite. But they're going to make a mistake there. They're going to get stunned out. Denver Raptors just needs to find some rhythm.
Yeah, and they took that second round. I mean, they've shown that they are capable of beating this Kang Gorillas team. Hell, they showed they were capable of beating New York Kings. They took New York Kings in the first round. So yeah, I mean, this Denver Raptors team is a team that, it's like they're right on the cusp. You know what I mean? They get the victory to show that they are there, and then they're not able to get the second one. To take the game, which is, it's got to be difficult to contend with. It's now Zach W is going to get that. Oh, does get that one by the back line. Good leech, good chain, and ultimately everyone overshooting. Palace with the pickup, empty goal. Right there, Zenith doing all sorts of twirls after that one. I was sure that was about. But Palace gets that one in for the 3. That's what the Denver Raptors needed. They're on the board.
So 3 minutes off the clock. In that last minute, they're able to wrestle some bit of control back and some momentum. Let's see if they can continue this. It will be Speedy QB for the Kang Gorillas on this joust advantage. Going up to the ceiling, you can see that Denver Raptor stack flying past. That's an error for the Kang Gorillas. This is a chance for the Raptors. Andy's going to lose it, and he's going to get the stun traded. It's going to be all on the wall now. Andy with it. Andy sending that one forward. They don't have the angle they want, so they're going to take their time and back it all the way out.
Oh, Zucks walking it back in. See Kang a little aggressive on that. Oh, wow. That's a 4v3. They got the numbers advantage just like that. That's what happens when you ever commit on defense. Their leverage comes out a little bit too far. And the move after that, they didn't even try to play leverage. They didn't even try to play the man. They just got in front of them, and it created a 4v3. And that's right there. So that right there, that's a great moment to point out. If you're a newer player, you're on a newer team, and you're not sure exactly what you should be looking for on a reset, that's like the ideal scenario. Though Zach has tied it up here with a 28-meter missile. Denver Raptors, 4 minutes in, are even have evened it up 8-8. Wow.
Absolute. I mean, birds don't shoot missiles. I think that would have been more appropriate for the Burners game, but now with possession will be Speedy. I can see that reaction on your face, and you're like, shut your mouth, Sputnik.
It took me a second.
So now with it will be Palace. Palace not able to find that clear through, but will be picked up by that backstack that will be set down and forward, but that will bounce out of the bubble, will be picked up by Mad. So now, halfway through this third round, we have a really exceptional game. That stack coming through, going to be able to slap that towards the upper trap. A lot of physicality, a lot of precise boosting coming through, and now into the hands of Andy. Andy has an opportunity. It's 2v2, and a nice stop from Speedy. He's going to shut that one down.
And Speedy sending that one out in the hands of ZZ. Up in the hands of Leverage. Kang back in possession here in this tie game, just over the halfway mark of this third round. You know, we were talking about it. I was referencing how that game earlier was one team took the one round, the other team took the other round. Both were handy wins. And then the third round was very, very close. They were exchanging 1-point leads, as now we're going to be exchanging 2-point leads. As Kang gets that one in for the 2. Mad from Zenith. Kang are up by 2.
4 minutes on the clock. This is only a fragile lead. It's only one possession and not even a 3. So this could go any way right now. It will be into the hands of Andy, the QB, for the Denver Raptors. Andy going to send that one left along the wall. Nice relay coming through from the Raptors. They do have this 2v2. Looking at that shot off the backboard, but too long. They took too long, Speedy, with the save.
And now turn around, Andy up to Zox. Zox going to have to send that one a little bit of kind of a rear lateral there to Zach. Zach over to Palace. Palace on the back line here. Sending that one across to Zach. Zach, pocket pick there by Zenith. Gets this one cleared out. They're going to have to chase after this one. No clean chains getting away just yet. In fact, no chains getting away just yet. As you saw Leverage there. Oh, that's it. Is that it? Ooh. Zenith.
That's slow.
Wow.
That's a floater.
Wow.
That's 10 meters a second. That's a slow one from Zenith, but that's all they needed. Now a 5-point lead to the Kangarillas. 3 minutes on the clock. This could go any way. Andy to QB for Denver Raptors in the hands of Denver Raptors. They're going to send 2 players all the way down and then break up along the right wall. Interesting, but they're going to get that one down court. But they're going to hand that one over. They had this play where the stack went down and then broke up, but they were so close together that there was no positional advantage. And that one's going to be sent down. Nice triple stack from the Raptors. They're going to look to maybe dribble this down, but a lot of stuns coming through in that backcourt. Kangarillas now with it, sending that one forward. Leverage with it. Leverage taking his time for just a second. They have this point lead. Why rush it?
Ooh, Leverage getting stunned out there by Palace. Palace is going to, can't get it out. Zenith gets it back here. So Kangarillas back in possession, still with this 5-point lead, 2.5 minutes to go. And at this point, if they could just run the clock, they could take this. They could take this game. But disrupted again. Denver Raptors. Palace with it. Palace looking to send that one up. Andy is able to recover it on the near side here. Andy under pressure, looking to send that one in, but it hits the popcorn block there and makes its way to the far side. Palace with a good recovery there. Palace sending us one in. A fortunate bounce, maybe. Oh, Zox just a little bit low, and then a send out there. A nice send up into the hands of the teammate in that far side tube, and then a good defensive stack there to pick it up. But Zach, excuse me, who's that on the far? Andy gets stunned out. Zenith picks it up. Zenith sends it in for the 3. And just like that, Kang have taken an 8-point lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So it's not a reverse sweep. It would just be a conventional 3-round win. Is that what we call it now? Is that what we call it?
Kang, you would say they won in 3? I don't know. We've never had a term for it.
Because I guess it isn't really worthy of a term. But now along the wall to Leverage. And actually, that's going to be a change of possession. Down court now, Mad with it. Mad looking for an angle. Mad going to take that one in, but it's going to ding maybe off the head of the player in the goal. And now back with another chance to Zenith. Zenith below the goal. Mad back to Zenith, and Zenith's going to dunk that one right in. 8-18, 10-point lead to Kang. Just a moment ago, maybe at the halftime mark, this was tied up. Kang would take an early lead. Raptors would find some momentum, but now Kang just running away with it. 60 seconds on the clock.
You know, I had heard that Zenith was taking ballet lessons, like some of those NFL players do. You see it pays off on that last goal there. In the last 50 seconds here, yeah, this is definitely going to be Kangarillas here in the third round. 10-point differential, that's a minimum of 4 goals, and we only have time for 1 more goal. So this one is going to be back of the Denver Raptors, 2 more goals, technically. Zenith, once again, pulling out the ballet shoes, gets it in for another 2. They're up by 12. And, yeah.
Zenith is an aspiring ballerino?
A ballerino? Yes.
That's the term, that's the Masculine, yeah.
I did not know
masculine
that.
form. Yeah. I know a little bit about dance. I don't even think you can call. Yes, it is dancing. But now, as another shot, that's another open goal. 23 points. The Raptors are just kind of falling apart right now.
That's the last goal there as well.
Kangorilla's taking this game. That's going to end this one. So in a conventional win, it's going to be Kangorillas in 3.
Yeah, so Kang are going to take that one in 3. They take it 23-8 in round 3. And yeah, we'll get the stats up quickly, but very, very quick. We have another one to get to in just a few minutes as, yeah, I already have that link there. And just give me 1 second to yeah, don't go very far. We got Wombo Combo versus, I'm doing this off the top of my head. I should know. It's Wombo Combo and Bangarang coming up almost immediately. So, yeah, Denver Raptors take it in, Kango take it in 3 there, 23-8 in the third round. Anything you want to say, Spot, before we go to this quick intermission?
Neuter and spay your animals.
There you go, neuter and spay your animals. So we will be back shortly. Don't go very far because this is going to be a fantastic matchup here. Once again, number 4 and number 5 on the ladder, both in CC contention and both trying to stay in CC contention. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
And welcome back, everybody. We have one more for you here this evening. We've got Wombo Combo versus Bangarang, and both of these teams, as I was just saying, both these teams are in the top 6. Both of these teams vying for the Challenger Cup. Both of them trying to stay in contention for that Challenger Cup. That is, yeah, number 3 and number 4 there. Bangarang and number 3, Wombo Combo number 4. Of course, it says 13-14. We're, you know, when you're on the ladder, Master 2 don't matter. Master 2 doesn't count. So you just minus 10 and boom, there you go. That's your placement there. Bangarang number 3, Wombo Combo number 4. And I'm really excited for this matchup because I expect this to be quite the contest between these two teams, because this is yeah, this is a high level match. I mean, this is high level before the high level. This is what do you say, the penultimate level of Echo Arena play. Here at the top of the ladder. So I am, yeah, I'm really excited. Once again, I'm on SirDimwi. Doing this one by myself. Got Wonder Team Man still on the cams, but Sputnik did have to run off there. And I did just remember I did not choose the outcome from the Kangorilla Raptors game, which is the one we just watched. That was Kango's taking. So there you go. I got your points there. And then we'll start a new one here for Bangarang and Wombo Combo. And then we're gonna let this run. It's only gonna be 2 minutes long, so make sure once this is up, you get that that prediction in, because we don't want it to run too long, give anybody too much of an advantage over anyone else. So come on, man. There we go. Does go through. So yeah, go ahead and get your predictions in for this last game here on Channel 1. I believe presumably the last game. It's the last one I'll be doing. Presuming this is the last one that Wonder will be doing as well. Maybe. I'm not speaking for the man. And so he says yes, it is. So there you go. But yeah, Really excited for this matchup. These two teams, you see Bangarang there 3-1, Wamakama 4-1. Both teams only have one loss on the season. So one of these teams is going to be picking up their second loss on the season. So do you hear one of the teams has readied up? That was Bangarang there. Just waiting for Wombo Combo now to ready up here. And we'll get started. What's going on, chat? What's going on, everybody? Maybe engage with you a little bit more than usual just because I don't have a casting partner on this one. We got a fun-sized fan, Archangel, Phoenix, Silverback, maybe still here, Flare, YOLO, what's up, YOLO? Scott DPT has been with us for a while. Smooth Riding, he's still here. Flare, I think I might have sent. Oh, Zenbomb was here. I didn't realize. Zen's mom was here. Zenith's mom was here. That's cool. I wish I'd noticed. I would have shouted her out. Presuming that's actually Zenith's mother. I actually have no idea. I would like to think so. Fire Ninja's here. Breezebow's here. What's going on, everybody? Both teams have been they've been informed they can start when they're ready. Looks like Wamo Combo is in the tubes there too, ready up. They have gotten readied up as we're starting 27 minutes late to this game. Thank you very much to these teams. If they're watching this VOD, thank you very much for waiting on us here, because this is going to kind of be a nice kind of end cap to a really nice evening. As got a restart there almost immediately. Maybe somebody MIA. I'm not really sure what's going on, but is what it is. We get another minute to talk because we're all friends here, generally speaking. Over there on still got stuff. It's I think channel 2 probably still running. Channel 2 almost certainly still running. And channel 3 currently in a pause situation in round 2, although it looks like we're coming out of that pause. So yeah, very excited for this matchup. As I was saying, really there's actually I thought this was a reset, but it was a pause. Although I think there was only, weren't they down to like 1 second when they hit the pause button? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so not sure what the exact situation is, but we should get started here in a moment. As we unpaused and then immediately paused again. So yeah, so it sounds like this time it's blue, pausing at the start of the game there. It looks like, yeah, Bangarang losing player Light has come, presumably dropping out there, incidentally. So a little bit of a delay to the start here, which is fine, because they waited for us. We can wait for them a little bit. Queen Angs and Wombo shouldn't have paused. Can't explain it. Don't know what happened. Don't know why. Is what it is. Now the real question is there a mod in chat? Because I actually don't know the answer to this. Would either of these pauses count as a pause, as a timeout? I would think yes, because technically the game had started. But then at the same time, technically the game hadn't started. So there's the question: what constitutes the official start of the game? The initial countdown starting, or once the tube's open? I would say the initial countdown starting, but I'm actually not sure. Chat, I kind of want to know your opinions on it. Psycha was here earlier. You're right. Psycha was here. Psychaotic. I'm assuming she's on the other side of her house. And just heard me say her name a little louder. Although I have that nice little limiter on this mic, so that's why I can get right up in there and I don't actually get all that much louder. I do fill out, my voice fills out a little bit more, but it doesn't get louder. We are going to get started here in round 1. As we'll be Bangarang with the headbutt there. And right in the hands of Lufu on the back line. And Ryruff with it. Ryruff, nice shield there on Sam Randy. Ryruff going to send this one across there to Luke's. Luke's over to Lufu. Fun fact. So we do, long shot there. It's going to be a little bit wide. Hunavelli in the area. Wet Taco gets a good grab. So, we call that when you have the disc and you drop the disc and you pop the shield up and get the stun off and then get the disc back. We call that an ender. And apparently, Ender himself was in a pub the other day talking to someone who thought that it was called the Ender because you ended their whole career, which is phenomenal. I love it. It works. But yeah, it's one of my favorite little stories. There is that was told to Ender himself. Excuse me, it's Lufu taking his time here, really slowing it down. Really wants to pull that defense out of the bubble, but open pass somehow does not land. And now out of the bubble, and a slap there is going to get it through mid. A good chain there. Oh, better leech as Ryruff is going to get there first. Ryruff sending it into that near side tube. Ryruff, of course, was in the chat earlier. And sub Ashton, I'm not. If Beholders are playing, it's not going to be on this channel. This is the last, unless yeah, I would check the matches page because it's not one we'll be doing. At least me and Wonder here. But it could be on we do have 3 channels. So if you add a number 2 or a number 3 to the end of Echo Arena VRML, you'll find the other channels. As Buchibo gets a big stop at Ryruff, presses it in, and Wombo Combo is going to get the first goal here of round 1. Yeah, I'll go ahead and see. While we have a second here, I'll pull up the schedule myself to see if I can find an update for you on a Beholders match. It looks like, yeah, it's going to be a channel 3 immediately following the game over there, Spaghetti versus Odyssey. Presuming that game hasn't ended yet. So that's going to be on channel 3, the Beholders game. So anyways, back to this one here. Bangarang in possession. And then Buchibo on the back line, handling that one. What's up, Mozzie? Nice to see you in the chat. Good game earlier. Wet Taco sending it back to the back line there to Buchibo. Buchibo walking it up, sending it across. Oh, that's a wide open drive lane for Wet Taco. Goes for the one more pass there to Buchibo. Buchibo. However you say the man's name. He doesn't seem to mind, but a whole mess of people love to tell me that I say it wrong. That's what I've learned. Anytime I cast Buchibo, Bangarang, that becomes a point of discussion. There's a Void also in the chat. Void had some phenomenal goals earlier today, a few hours ago. Wet Taco 1v1 gets it in for the 2. Bangarang have taken the lead here. 3 minutes in, going up 4-2. I'm a little sweaty, but it's not because it's not hot. It's just humid. It's a little warm, but it's not hot. It's just humid, very humid. Sean. There's Sean here. Lufu, I have a cousin named Sean. Spells his name just like that too. Luke's sending it across. Hanavelli. Hana. Reset there as that was a little miscommunication. Luke's went back to Lufu for a chain, and then Lufu had to move away. Sam Randy setting up an across into the hands of Light has come. Light has come here. Setting that one up to Sam Randy. Stopped by Lufu. And Buchibo once again on the back line. Buchibo. I'm pretty sure Buchibo himself told me it was Bushibo. He told me something ridiculous, and everyone made fun of me for it. Light is calm handling this one on the far side. Light moving into the edge of the bubble is going to take a shot. Respect that one. Watching it from the stream, yeah, you had his perspective. Well, totally open from his perspective. From my perspective, it looked like there were 3 bodies in the area, but no, it was just him versus the goalie, and then the goalie gets stunned out. Easy points there for Bangarang. Going to take a 4-point lead as we approach the halfway mark of round 1. So now Wombo Combo with this joust advantage. It's going to be Lufu with it. Lufu sending him across to Hanavelli. Hanavelli stunned out, though, in the hands of Sam Randy. Sam Randy, oh, stunned out. Hana with a good recovery is going to be able to pick that one up and looking to send it out. Does get it to his teammate Ryruff. Ryruff with the send out as they have the chain, although bit of a conch shot, though, going to go high. As will be a Hanavelli. That is a conch shot, right? Hanavelli bringing it in. It does plan it for the 2. I always call that a wall shot. Someone in the chat let me know. Is that what we're calling a conch shot? I'm not sure. I always thought the conch shot was off the floor. But then someone said it wasn't. So Wonder is telling me it's Kong is off the wall. So what I used to call the wall shot is apparently the Kong shot. And what I called the Kong shot doesn't have a name. Avoid calling it a half Kong? I don't even want to know. I don't know. I don't want to know why we're calling it a half Kong. Someone someday will explain it to me. Light getting away from that defender over to Buchibo. Buchibo back to Wet Taco. Wet Taco. I don't go to the Taco Bell nearby anymore because, oh, there we go. Buchibo gets it in for the 2. Bangarang up by 4. Wonder, because the tacos were wet. I opened my bag, I pulled out a taco, and it was like someone dripped water into it. like into the, you know what I mean? The wrap, it's like the thing it was wrapped in, like the plastic, whatever it is, the paper wrap was soggy, and I can't explain it. It doesn't make any sense why it was wet. But anyways, that's only the local one. I'm sure they're better elsewhere. I have no idea. It's Hutavelli walking this one up, sending up across in the hands of Rye Ruff there. Rye Ruff sending it across into the hands of Alux, and Alux stunned out there by Sam Randy. Sam Randy gonna get this one. Oh, tries to send it out, doesn't get it out of the zone. It's gonna be loose. Hana trying to track it down. Will be Sam Randy once again, although another clear is not going to make it out. I could, if that was me, I'd be yelling right now. I'd be so angry at myself for two clears hitting the ridge of the tube. There's Buchibo. We'll get that one picked up and possibly cleared. I see it going out. It does go out. Now into the Wamo combo zone, deep in. They have a good chain. Goal is open. Sam Randy with it. Going behind the goal there to Buchibo. Gets it in for the 2. Bangarang with a 6-point lead. It's way too humid for Pittsburgh. I cannot stand August. Oh, we're almost out. It's going to be the 20th in an hour and a half. Lufu, quick pass there to Hanavelli. Hana, up and in. Ryruff tracking it down does. Sends it in, looking for a long shot. Not advisable though. Well, is what it is. I shouldn't be critical. It's not like I play enough. It's not like I'm a diamond tier player, you know, about to be in the Challenger Cup. Ryroff sending it in. Wet Taco, good read, but right back in the hands of Ryroff, bringing it in. Oh, nice shot. Bottom quarter pocket. Although to Ryroff, it was the top pocket. That's going to put Bangarang back up by 4 here. Now Sam Randy sending up an across. It will be collected by Wet Taco, able to play that. Wet Taco moving up. That's Sandy far side across. Is going to go ahead and send that one back to Buchibo. Sam Randy now, was pushing into the bubble. Backs out as they're kind of set up in a square here. No one really pressing in at the moment. Looks like they're really trying to draw that defense out. Nice, fortunate bounce there. Nice setup across to light from Wet Taco. Bangarang have taken a 6-point lead. Now Wombo combo with his Joust advantage. 1 minute to go here. Still time, but they have to get 2 threes. They want to stand it, and that's not how you do it with that turnover. They're getting it right back, sending it through. In the area was Ryruff, not able to play it though. Sam Randy picking it back up, clearing it back out, right there in the hands of Hana. Hanavelli, long shot. That's going to be on. It is. Hanavelli gets it for the 3. That's 1 of 2 threes that Wamo combo needs to get back in the lead. Ah! Thanks, rhyme. Yeah, I'm hip. Wonder, thank you for the compliment. Thank you for... Wonder just said that was the best rhyme he ever heard. He just called me. He said, I'm better than Slim Shady. That's exactly what he said. He said, you could be a rapper. I was like, I know. I was a rapper. Oh, no! Oh, no! Wow! Oh, wow. They need a 3, though. They got to back it out. They know it. That is good conscious play there. As they're looking to get a hanker shot here. No. Got to get stopped up there by Wet Taco. Looking for the clear. 7 seconds. Does get it cleared out, and that should do it there. As this one is all the way down into the Wombo combo zone. Picked up there by Hana. And an angry shot. Maybe not an angry throw out the wall there. Probably just trying to get that one away from the player who's right behind him. So there you go. Bangarang going to take a narrow victory here in round 1, 12-9. No, I did not. I did not rhyme 3 with lead. I rhymed 3s with lead. It was plural, pretty sure. It's called being pedantic. Can they see me right now? They can't see me. Oh, they can. Oh, they can. Okay. Okay. Do you like my pet entry? Do you? JG in the chat. What's up, JG? How is college? What's up, Cyanide? Whatever I need. Look. Usually when I say look, I can think up whatever's coming next, and nothing popped in the head. So that's all I got. Round 1 there, Bangarang. What a bang up performance. First Palador to Boomy. Game high points, Bichibo is 6, which is notably low in this game. Although I wonder if these are kind of defensive. But looking at steals, not many steals. So really just kind of a lower scoring game. Or well, I wouldn't say low. Well, it was a little lower scoring, but also kind of spreading the points around. The Bangarang sending that one in. Sam Randy not able to handle it. Gets it up to Bichibo. Bichibo back to Wet Taco. Wet Taco. You know, who was it? Wait, who was it? It wasn't Aang. Archangel. I bet you would tell me that Bichibo and Wet Taco don't rhyme either, huh? You would say that, wouldn't you? They do. They do. Okay. Oh, big stop. Hana sends it in. That one's going to careen around the bubble there. Archangel, I just want to pick a fight with you right now. We're going to throw down. Catch me outside. How about that? This one gets sent in. Opportunity here. Bichibo hits it for the 3. I want to fight? No, I want to throw down. That's my throwdown noise. Same thing as what? You know what? You know what, Wonder? I don't like your attitude. Don't end the stream. I was gonna make a really bad joke there. This one now picked up by Light has come. Back of the hands of Bangarang. Yeah, that would have caused problems had I said that. This one sent all the way down. Oh, very near the goal. As Bichibo looking to track it down. That's gonna be Wet Taco stunned out. This one up to the ceiling, picked up by Sam Randy. Sam Randy down to Bichibo. Gets the one-timer in. Bichibo very happy about that one. Behind the school at 6. See you there, mate. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Oh, it's getting late. It's obviously getting late. I'm getting weird. That's the Bangarang up by 5. 2 minutes in. I'm always weird. Wombo combo. Lufu quick to Hana. Hana under assault. Backing it out to Lufu. You know what? I don't like that enunciation. Oh, long shot. There was a goalie. That was not going to go in. That was not going to go in. I can respect Hana for getting the grab on that one. Is it Luke's? Picks it up here. Luke sending this one in. Up to the ceiling. And picked up by Bichibo there for Bangarang. 2.5 minutes off the clock here in round 2. Bangarang currently with a 5-point lead of Rye Ruff. Go ahead and send that one across there to Luke's. Broman way too excited about that fight. Lufu handling this one. Broman, what are you doing, man? Thought we were brothers. Someone thinks that's a play on words because his name is Broman. It's literally my brother. It's Rye Ruff. Sends it in for the 2. Wombo combo have found themselves on the board here finally in round 2. It took them 3 minutes to find those points.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And yeah, I'm a 5'9" stocky Patty Irishman. This is Bichibo sending this one near side. I don't tip easy. That's about it. Excuse me. Oh, it's getting late. Light sending this one back to the back line there. Sam Randy sending this one up into the hands of Wet Taco there, far side. Wet Taco up to Bichibo. Bichibo off the backboard. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts. That was not a Chicago. Lufu incidentally putting that one in as he caught it, but then kind of reached back with it a little bit. It's unfortunate there, but good points there for Bangarang. Going to go up by 5 here, 4 minutes in. Whoopsie! Anybody know that reference? The whoopsie reference? Anybody? Please tell me someone knows it. Sam Randy, near side, Light going over to Wet Taco, brings it in, hits it. Name the game, Archangel, or it doesn't count. Yeah, Void got it. You got beat, Archangel. You got beat there by a Void. That was from the original Mortal Kombat. It was. Now Lufu. Toss to Hana. Hana thought about going to the valley. Ends up going to the far side trap incidentally. I believe he was looking for, I think he was trying to get that one down to Rye Rough, to be honest. I think he was trying to skim that one in. And that's the problem. That out there at mid, you know, I used to do the same thing. I stopped doing it a while ago. Although, of course, I don't play at this level. But, oh, Buchibo. Big pick up there. Wise reset there to Wet Taco. Wet Taco sending this one in to Sam Randy. Oh, the shot there. Off of the post. That one hurts as Buchibo gets this one back and go ahead for another reset there. Although they did have kind of a numbers advantage. It's Hanavelli was well out of the play. But Light going to Buchibo gets it in for the 2. And yeah, the fun fact about that line, that was one when they were testing the game out, whenever they played other fighting games, one of the guys in the office, that was one of the things he said when he was playing video games. He would just go, whoopsie! And they decided to put it into the game. A fun fact there for you. As Lufu, quick pass across there to Hana. Hana sending that one through. Sam Randy was in the lane, but wasn't actually in the lane. That gives him that little give and go. Send in there, Luke's sending it out. Hana wants to drive. He really wants to drive. He's gonna drive. Well, that shot quite high. Maybe a little tracking issue there. Luke's stunned out there. Will be Sam Randy. He's stunned out. Picked up by Luke's. Luke's going over to Rye Ruff. Pulling out a defender, going behind the goal there to Hanavelli. Hanavelli hits it. Wombo combo getting a second goal here. It took him a while. The first goal took 3 minutes. Second goal took a total of 6, just over 6 minutes. So Wombo combo back within 7.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So still in it is Wombo combo, but they got to start scoring very, very soon. Wet Taco sending this one up there to Light Has Come. Look for the cross. Sam Randy cutting in. Oh, held on for just a scotch too long. Let's send out off of a friendly head. Hanavelli gets it picked up and cleared. This one all the way down into the Bangarang bubble. And a Bangarang chain. I'll get it picked up. Sent all the way out, all the way down. Now I have a question. Actually, not yet. As Sam Randy slapping that one away. Actually gonna go looking for a reset. Luke's is in the area. Yeah, why is Rufio not on Bangarang? Pretty sure don't we have a Rufio in the community? The Rufio. Oh, is Ryroff. A bit of a Luke's. This one all the way in. Good pick up there, Sam Randy, uncontested. And that one is good. It's going to be a 9-point lead here to Bangarang.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh, and a timeout. See if my event log caught it. Yep, Wombo combo. Taking the timeout there. It looks like it was one of their players here. That was maybe Ryroff that took that. Hit that button. It looked like the 3 of them were in the tubes. The other 3. Very interesting. And this one, presumably just from the fact that they're in the second round. They're currently down by 9. It's 2 minutes to go. That's only, it's 3 threes, which is possible. But yeah, this is Bangarang has really been kicking some butt in this game, we'll say. This has been quite the contest here as Buchibo is just on fire, 13 points. The only player in the game with more than with double digits. In fact, the only player on his team with more than 2 goals. Hanavelli, the only other player in the game with more than 2 goals as well, with 7 points. So the Rye Ruff could have 3 too. I think 3. Will VRML 1 host the next match? I don't know what the next match is supposed to be. This is the last one we're doing. Let me go ahead and pull it up. I don't think there's any more on VRML 1. Let me pull up the schedule. See if, just make sure that nobody, we'll see if anybody, yeah, no, this is, these are the last couple games. So, on channel 1 here, Bangarang versus Wombo Combo, our last game here on channel 1. On channel 2, Embers versus Florida Laser Sharks. That's the last game on channel 2. And on channel 3, Beholders versus Aegis. That's the last game on channel 3. And we are going to get started here in round 2. Back in round 2. Only 2 minutes left on the clock here. As a setup there, Wet Taco bringing it in, back across, and they get that one. Sam Randy hits it. So the timeout there from Wombo Combo does not pay dividends. Bangarang have now pushed back up, pushed up further now by 11. And Mr. Pro there with the season VIP. There's a couple in queue there, Mr. Pro. Make sure at some point tonight, send Palador a DM. Let him know that you hit that VIP there. Because Palador is one of the like 2 or 3 people that can actually hand that out. As a Hanavelli with it. Up to Ryruff, 11 points. That's a minimum of 4 goals. It's still possible. They have to literally score though, like right now, and that's not how it's going to happen. It's light. Oh, that's off of a friendly head. Good chain there from Wombo Combo to pick it back up. Ryruff with it. Minute 10. They have 30 seconds. Well, 4 goals actually. They only have 7 seconds. This one gets sent all the way in. Glancing off of the shield there, and back out of the bubble there into the hands of Wet Taco. 1 minute to go here. This will be Bangarang in 2. Waiting on the final score now. As that one is, oh, that's in. Wow. I gotta watch that replay. I didn't even realize that was on its way in. What's that, Wonder? You caught it well enough. That was definitely a shot. I thought maybe it was a clear. No, that was a Kong shot, not a Kang shot. A Kong shot, yeah. It was a wall shot there. Beautiful goal. That's more than the ice. There's a long shot here, going to be off of the bow tie. It's easy to do, Avoid. I'll wait till the game's over. 14 seconds, and Ryruff will get the last goal here of round 2. But Bangarang will be taking it in 2, 18-16 in the second round. But fun fact, Avoid, I used to think that the Kangarillas were called the Kungarillas, and that the Kungarillas roster was the Joker roster. I didn't know that there was a team called the Kangarillas that was like Love Ridge and Seal. This is back 2.5 years ago. Because I saw in a Community Cup, Joker played as the Kungarillas. And from that point on, I thought they were the Kangarillas. So fun little not so fun fact. But yeah, fantastic performance there from Bangarang in both of those rounds. Going to take that over Wombo Combo in 2. Game high points there, Bujibo, 13 points. Not as many saves as I would expect in this game, but three saves there to Lufu, so that's not bad. And as Archangel says, Bangarang really held themselves together. Fully agree. Well played. But that's going to be it for this evening here on Channel 1. We had a bunch of phenomenal matchups here, but this was really something. We had some great, we started out with, I might even have to pull it back up. What did we start with there? Looks like they already submitted the scores, but then, after that first game, why can I not remember our first game here? Wonder. Why am I being so silly right now? Hot drop and Technique. Wow, Technique getting their third game in are much lower on the ladder than I anticipated them to be. Although actually they're 1 and 2, so actually it makes sense. So it looks like they actually dropped to that position. So yeah, that was our first game there. And then the second game was not the Denver Raptors, Kangarillas versus Austin, the Austin Burners. Fantastic game there. And then the Denver Raptors versus Kangarillas, which was a great game as well. And of course, we finish off here, Bangarang versus Wombo Combo. I can't ask for much more on a phenomenal evening. So yeah, with that said, if you're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anything, SirDimwi, I'm there. I'm on all of them. So follow me. Give me a follow. Find me on social media. Wonder, you have a social media? I don't think you do. Do you? Wonder has a Twitch. Wonder T-Man on Twitch. Go give him a follow as well. Yeah. With that said, I've been SirDimwi. And yes, I do have a TikTok. I don't do a whole lot of normal TikToking. Usually I'm kind of pumping out like highlight reels and stuff, but there's a couple on there. A couple older videos. Thinking about putting, I'm new to, I'm not big on social. I was never big on social media. I'm not really good at it, but I'm getting it. But yeah, I've been SirDimwi. That was Wonder T-Man on the cams. We had also had SputnikKobra here with us from most of these games. Yeah, fantastic matchups all night. We're gonna get out of here. So thank you very much for joining us. You have a wonderful evening, and we will see you sometime soon.
Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.